Okay, let's start. Hi everyone, welcome to the EthCC Builders Showcase. Thank you for coming. So yeah, how was that the Vitalik's keynote before? So actually, I'm so busy for this prepare that, but yeah, I focus this event so great. So yeah, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Kinjo, founder of AKINDO, the world first largest build-a-thon platform. Yeah, thank you for joining. Yeah, EthCC Builder Showcase organized by us. So yeah, this Builder Showcase is made possible by this our ecosystem partners, Zero-G, IoTeX, Kaya, and Base. I want also say part of the $3,000 prize. So yeah, this is each people can vote once. So please watch them carefully and make your guess. Yes, it's like a kind of prediction market in the ECC style. Yeah, you can check the vote instruction. Yeah, by scanning QR code on flyer in front of you. Okay, so who will pick the number one team? Yeah, so of course we invited amazing partner to this stage. From global top venture capital firms, we invited 7 judges who perfect person for finding the great apps. Yeah, so please welcome them with big round of applause. So please join us our judges stage. Yeah, thank you for coming. Yeah, even if it's so very busy, it's this week. Thank you for coming. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, but yeah, I will be enjoyed. It's great stage. Okay, everything okay? Okay, now, so could you each of you give a quick introduction for audience around in 1 minute? So, okay, in first, please, Ciara, in first.
Hi everyone. I'm Ciara San, founder and managing partner of C Square Ventures. We are a early stage investment firm in the Web3 space, and we do both venture and liquid token investments. And prior to fund C Square Ventures, I run listing and investment and institutional business, and will be very glad to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay.
Hi, my name is Melody. I'm one of the co-founders of Spartan Group. We are a crypto venture fund as well as an advisory group. We also have incubated an AI product, which is also a partner of today's showcase, that helping our judges to generate reports and the due diligence. So hopefully this can also be insightful for the teams and the judges. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing. Olivier from MetaMask joined Everstake recently. I had investment there. We won around 50 participation, like Solana, Sui, Eigenlayer, and stuff, small stuff like this. And I also lead the revenue at Everstake, which is a 6.5 billion asset under staking. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Joey. I lead consumer investments at IOSG. We're an investment firm, early stage, based in China and New York. Been around since 2017, doing very research-based thesis around Web3 investments, particularly around infra, DeFi, consumer, and gaming.
Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, I'm GK from DFG. So we're a Web3 VC based in Singapore. Started in 2015. We have about 1 billion AUM, and we're sector agnostic, so we invest in everything. We have a sister fund called J Square as well, and we raised our fund to 50 mil, so we'll be looking to deploy. Yeah, happy to be here.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kenneth, head of projects at Animoca Brands and the project lead of Moca Network. Moca Network is building a digital identity infrastructure with zero knowledge proof, and Animoca invests in more than 500 something portfolio companies.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, thanks for having us here today. I'm Jackie from SNZ, and we are a crypto fund and focusing on the early stage projects like infra and traditional finance plus DeFi today, and the crypto plus AI kind of projects. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, these wonderful judges will be selected top 5 team, and $10,000, yeah, will be divided among them. Yeah. So yeah, thank you again. So coming this stage, yeah, even if there's so very busy EthCC week. Okay, before the EthCC Builder Showcase, as an organizer, I want to share our new concept with all you guys. Actually, I truly believed to spread innovation from the blockchain technology to the world. We need a killer product by accepted people. With that belief, we started AKINDO as a hackathon platform 2 years ago. But later, we realized there are so many problems of hackathons. And so we launched new approach called the Wave Hack. A Wave Hack is a new format designed with our ecosystem partner can build their community in long-term way. Today, actually, our EthCC stage, I'm so exciting introduce our next step. Yeah, a new standard for our blockchain ecosystems. It's a Buildathon. Yeah, Buildathon. Yeah, please give me a few minutes so explain why this matters. Yes, Buildathon is a new approach. It is like a next generation builder activation concept to replace with all the methods like hackathons, accelerator, and grant programs. It's long-term and business-focused. It's more, creator killer apps and provide early opportunity for investors. So first, let me asking you guys, so why there so very few killer apps in our industry? Why are there only very, almost speculative and short-term projects like meme coin and not accepted by many people can use? Yeah, I think this reason very simple and proved because all the ways didn't work. So actually, our industry spent huge money and resources, budget on the hackathon, accelerator programs, grant programs. Yeah, so I think so. This is some of the many problems. I think so. So, yes. Yeah, but we still don't have the apps that solve the real problems and accepted many people's. Yeah, there are many reasons why it's all the methods didn't work. Yeah, for example, hackathon short-term accelerator program is very closed, and grant programs are top-down and so slow. I think you already know there are many problems. Yeah, for the future of the blockchain technology called the crypto, we must away, I think, from this traditional approach. And we need a shift. We need something much better. Yeah, that's why we started the Buildathon. Yeah, Buildathon is a long-term and milestone-based. Yeah, it's a more open approach. It helps the ecosystem grow and support builders. And aims to create killer apps. Yeah, let me compare hackathon and Buildathon. Buildathon is not short-term. It is long-term. Buildathon is not just product make. It is a business building. Buildathon's KPI is not just a submission number. It's a fundraise by teams. Yeah, build-a-thons not later demo pitch skills. Yeah, it's evaluate real business growth and revenue. And build-a-thon for not doesn't aim to just mainnet deploy. Its final goal generate killer apps for our industry. This is our positioning, build-a-thon versus all the traditional approaches. Build-a-thon focus product market fit in long term. And it's not, it's also cover everything. Yeah, it's like a support builder in all stage from the idea creation, launch, scaling to make the talk, and to talk scaling, token launch. Yeah, it is like a, how about say, builder activation, full funnel builder activation solution to help founders business grow from zero. And we defined 5 principles of build-a-thons. Yeah, build-a-thon is a long-term drive. Great business can't be built short-term. Great founders, entrepreneurs need time to grow and improve. And progress-based. Yeah, support tied to the real milestones. It's not one-time event. And business, not just product. It isn't focused just product making. It's sustainability grow. Yeah, it's sustainability models. And radical openness. There is no gatekeepers. Anytime you can join and build it. And builders on the upside. Value created goes to people who built it. And it's a very totally founders, entrepreneurs, builders focus model, but it's not just for the builders. It's builders on benefit for everyone, for blockchain and ecosystems. It helps create the native killer apps, their ecosystems. And for investors, venture capitals, yeah, gives early opportunity for like high quality and early phase startups. Yeah, and so as you can see, so leader in our industry, so recognize that all the approach have a limit and problems. Actually, this month, I think, yeah, it has been 10 years since Ethereum launch. To change this situation, so we need a shift. And I think, yeah, now is the time to move to the build-a-thon. To spread this concept in our industry, we released the build-a-thon manifesto site. Already more 30 our ecosystem and partners put on their great endorsement in our website. Yeah, if you agree this concept, please go to the buildathon.io. So and I'm so happy if you put on the URL's comment of endorsement in the buildathon manifesto website. Yes, you can check through this URL code. And yes, actually, I think, yeah, today is just day 1 of the build-a-thon movement. Yeah, with your support, I believe build-a-thon became the new standard of the mass adoption of Web3. Yeah, let's work together. Yeah, build a great, clear product for our future. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening.
Okay, guys. From now on, I'm going to take this stage, and I'm so thrilled to listen and seeing all the excellent project today. And and all expansion has been done by Kinjo. But guys, I want to ask one thing. Are you ready to see excellent project for today? Woo! Let's go! And one more thing. Today, there's $3,000. This is for audience. So are you ready to get that? Yes! Let's go. Yeah, here's the vibe. Here's the hype. I'm so excited to see all of the presentation today. Yeah, so from now on, we will have the Zero-G team, and Zero-G is the project that's the data layer, data availability layer. So I'm so excited to hear their pitch. And but before that, I want to see I want you to check in front of you. You guys have the flyer, right? Yeah, this is the one that I said about $3,000. So you guys can read a QR code and just go for it. And actually, there is the account. Basically, like you guys go to the AKINDO account, and you guys gonna try to like register. And after then, you guys can put being registered as a the old product. I'm sorry, like, but basically, you guys gonna be assigned as basically the checker of the project. So you guys can comment, and with these comment, we will check later on who guys comment, who is a winner, and later on we're gonna calculate check like who is the winner. So later on, you guys come to this stage, and we will get your ID. So most important thing, you guys need to stay here until the end. Right? Okay. So, and after that, we will check. So from now on, check who is the winner. And this is a prediction market today here. Yeah, let's go. So, yeah, please come. Yeah, first, like, Zero G team. Yeah, please give round of applause. Yep. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes,
yeah.
ready.
So I think, yeah, let's go.
Hello. Yes. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming to our event. My name is George. I lead the strategic partnerships at Zero Gravity, or Zero G, or OG. And, I also help with accelerator programs, so I've seen a lot of amazing projects building with us. And I'm also an investor in Zero G. So today, I'm just going to give a very brief overview of what Zero Gravity is building, along with some of the things that we're looking forward to in the decentralized AI space. So Zero G, we are building the world's largest AI L1 EVM compatible chain. We do this by incorporating what we call a decentralized AI operating system with several components, which I'll get into. And this operating system actually sits on top of our L1 chain. And following a modular approach, we're able to empower and bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3 AI. So in order to bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3 AI, you need a very stellar, strong team. And we have that here. We have our 4 co-founders. Michael Heinrich is the CEO. We have Ming Wu, the CTO. We have Fan, who's also helping on the tech side of things. And then we have Thomas, our CBO. These are all seasoned operators, multiple unicorns behind their entrepreneurial history. And a lot of fundamental AI research, and they're just seasoned operators. So very full stack team, along with around another 70 or so individuals, myself included, who are basically working on fundamental AI research, marketing, tech stuff, and a lot of cool, innovative things that we will be sharing with you all. We also have a large cap table. Our purpose is to truly decentralize AI, and so we started by decentralizing the cap table as well. We have over 350 investors. We've raised around $380 million till date, so we're very well funded, and we really appreciate all our investor support. And you can see just some of the main investors there. And when I said we're building the largest AI L1, I meant it. Here's just a recent update on our ecosystem map. You can see there's a lot of projects building. It's a very diverse set of applications as well. And actually, next week, we're going to be releasing some quests with Galaxy where you'll get to actually interact with some of these applications building on Zero G. So our testnet metrics, this is not even updated, but we have around 10 million wallets actively on our chain. We have, terabytes of data that has been processed through our chain as well. And, we're going to be updating the metrics, and it's quite impressive. We just partnered yesterday with Midas to bring RWAs on chain. And so this is fresh off the press. We're really excited about that. You guys can follow and see this article to learn more about that. And here's some information for the builders out there. I know this is a very builder-focused, event. So we do have a large ecosystem fund. We have $88.8 million. Most of it is in Zero G tokens, but there are stable coins as well. And what we're trying to do is empower the builders for the next generation of applications. And it doesn't only have to be AI, but AI is our focus. And builders from any domain, gaming, DeFi, DePIN, RWA, native AI applications, you can apply through what we call our Guild on Zero G program, and you'll be able to, actually get some funding and support, including technical support and marketing support for your project to deploy with Zero G. I'm gonna skip. Okay. Great. So this is the core of the entire message. We don't have much time, or else I could go for an hour. But here's what Zero G is, and here's what our decentralized AI operating system is. We have 3 core components. The first is at the ground level, is the chain. It's an L1 hyper-scaled EVM chain. Second, we have the decentralized data storage network, and our costs are up to 80% cheaper than AWS. And then we have the compute network, which is for decentralized inferencing and fine-tuning and data verification, so very good for decentralized model training, for example. And then the third component is our data availability stack. And so our data availability layer is 5,000 times faster than the current DA solutions, and so it really powers fully on-chain AI and gaming. And I just want to go to the last slide to show you all some QR codes. So here's where you can find some more information about the ecosystem program. Also, our accelerator and developer documentation are there as well. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Okay, from now on, we will have each project with Zero G. So this is a time, as I said, to judge, from the whole audience. Of course, I know today the all judge gonna check in which project is good. Yeah, so I think the next project is gonna be ready soon, and next project is gonna be Zia TradGPT. So please give round of the applause. Yeah, Georgie, are you ready?
Yep.
No, sorry, Scott. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's go. I think, it seems like it's a bit of time to prepare for the behind. Yeah, how's it going today?
Good, thank you.
Are we?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, it's first time to come to ECC?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's excellent. They're doing the count. Oh, okay, it's already there. Okay, let's go.
Great, thank you. My name's Scott, and I'm the CEO of Zia Finance. And we're working to make DeFi more accessible and sustainable with AI automated liquidity provisioning and natural language interfaces. And so our first product is TradGPT, which is a natural language DEX that allows the user to interact with it in the same way they would a conversation with a stockbroker. So they can ask it questions like, is BTC a good buy right now, or will it be in the future? Or if they're looking for advice, they can say things like, what should I do with my portfolio? And they'll be met with a friendly response that gives them everything they need to be able to make an informed decision in a way that's digestible to them, that they understand, and that doesn't overwhelm them. From there, they can ask it follow-up questions, or they can act on that and make a trade. We've been live on Zero G testnet for around 1 month now. We've already racked up 19,000 users who have asked over 1.5 million questions. But that leads us to the deeper problem with liquidity. Right now, liquidity is spread too thin across too many projects, on too many chains, on too many DEXs, for too many pools. The problem with that is that fragmentation leads to inefficiencies and increased volatility in price. That leads to impermanent loss for providers because of the price swings, and that eats any profits that they would have made previously. Because of this, it becomes a lot more complicated to manage liquidity. Providers are constantly having to monitor it and make sure that they're able to quickly move between price ranges and make sure that they can stay competitive. And that's not something they can do in real time. So we end up with liquidity that sits underutilized, forcing projects and DEXs to throw tokens at the problem, often over-incentivizing with their own token and driving the price down to zero. But there is a solution, and it's AI-managed just-in-time liquidity. So by constantly monitoring the market, our models are able to predict when liquidity will be needed and when there is an opportunity for extra fees to be earned. So it'll look at things like liquidity depth versus volume and see if there is something that can be where we can move that liquidity and make more fees than the standard pool that it's in. And so by constantly moving this around, we're able to constantly utilize that liquidity and earn extra fees, which means that we don't have the reliance on reward tokens that inevitably go to zero. So just a quick look at how it works under the hood. The user will choose their risk profile, which will determine the kind of pools that they'll end in. they'll deposit a single-sided asset like USDC. The monitoring will kick in. It'll start monitoring things, like I said, such as volume, social media sentiment, and start looking for the most efficient pool. Once it's identified that, it will not only check that it's the most profitable pool, but it's the safest pool for the user as well, that won't have the same level of impermanent loss risk. Once that trade is completed and the landscape has changed, it will break apart the LP and continue monitoring, looking for the best pool, removing that risk of impermanent loss by leaving liquidity stagnant in one place. We're using UniV4 pools and hooks to be able to make sure that we can get that liquidity in and out and not leave it there risking the impermanent loss. So using these advanced liquidity strategies, we're able to build on top of that things like auto-balanced index trading, which allows users to have access to asset pools that they previously would have to do large amounts of research into or constant monitoring. We can give it simple instructions like keep token A between 50 and 55%. And if it falls outside of that, we can rebalance that and make sure that the user keeps that asset that they're interested in. The benefit of that for providers is it drives more volume, same for the chain, and it gives the user the comfortable assurance of what it is that they're working on. All in all, when we put that together, it makes a more sustainable DeFi that rewards the backbone of our industry, which is liquidity providers, which until now have been ignored. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your pitch, Scott. From now on, we're gonna have the Q&A time. Today, you guys seen the excellent judge. So I would like to ask what do you feel and for your opinion. And maybe you guys, is there anyone that who want to start? Okay, I think maybe GK. I saw you. Yeah. What's your opinion there? Could you give the feedback?
Yeah, I think it's a really useful product, especially if it's you can kind of provide a easier access for users, for new users who don't really have much experience with using DeFi. But maybe I have a question for you. So I've come across a lot of protocols that try to build a natural language interface that provides this kind of solutions to users where you can either swap, make LPs or stake and get the agent to execute it for you. How would you say you're different from the many other players out there, especially the more established ones like Griffin, Heyanon, etc.?
So for us, the natural language DEX is our implementation of the liquidity strategies. So it's the liquidity strategy and making sure that we get the lowest slippage at the right time and making sure that liquidity is there for the user. So it's really the underlying liquidity that is our core product, making sure that we've got what the user needs when they need it.
Is that okay? So yeah, all right. So if you guys other want to ask something, maybe Olivier?
Yeah. What about your distribution strategy and go-to-market here?
Sorry, what was that?
What about your distribution and go-to-market here? Because like building a best technology never wins. It's all about marketing at the end. So how are you going to attract people, and what kind of distribution channels are you going to open in order to acquire low CAC users? Because it's a retail play.
Yeah, sure. So we come from quite a long DEX history. We used to be, I was the CEO of ApeSwap and ApeBond, which was the #2 DEX on BNB chain at one point. We did over 19 billion in volume and gathered quite a following there. We're also working directly with 0G to be one of their leading products on mainnet launch. So we're really sitting there at the forefront of trying to bring AI and liquidity to the chain at the same time as going live.
So I didn't get the answer I was expecting. So, but I guess like because you have Binance relationship, you expect the Binance people to help you with distribution and push your project, or?
Oh no, absolutely not. What I was saying is that we have already an existing user base from previous projects that are actively using our system right now and are looking for the next evolution in DEXs.
Okay. Acquiring 20 up to 50,000 people is easy. Getting over and reaching to 500,000 is harder.
Of course.
So what's the next stage? I know
For us, it all comes down to making it so that the users feel that they have control over what it is that they're doing, and that when they make a decision, that they feel comfortable with it. So when we bring in new users, making sure that not only are they making an informed decision, and it's the correct decision for them. So we do things like we look at their previous transactions or the kind of reaction that they've had to the recommendations that we've made, so that we're constantly adapting, so that when we bring a new user in, we're not just giving them the same generic stuff that happens when they go to a normal DEX. So our whole thing is to be a deeper experience for it, so rather than a user have to go to multiple places, they know they can come to one place and get all of that information.
Can I ask you, because when you think about AI or algos, right, there is the LLM and there is the financial algos, and the algos are probably more traditional machine learning that, you know, trade, where hedge funds or funds are used to execute trades. The LLM interpret context. And so from based on my understanding, this is a combination of the two, but for the liquidity optimization, is it like, do you constantly to update your algorithm based on the market, different market conditions, different liquidity, different risk? And if so, like, who is going to be upgrading this? Is there AI upgrade this automatically, or do you have like a self-improving algo that constantly manage and monitor the financial markets?
Yeah, sure. So we're constantly updating it and adding new inputs into it, adding different metrics that we're looking at. But one of the things that we're using is, by using UniV4 hooks, it doesn't have to be quite as predictive as it might seem. It can be a lot more reactive to that as well, because we're not predicting price movement, we're predicting volume. And so because we're trying to do this in a safe manner and we're trying to avoid impermanent loss, we're not trying to get that before the spike starts, we're trying to get it as the spike is coming to an end. And rather than liquidity going up or down, we're trying to catch that up and down where there's more stability in the price. And so that gives us that little bit extra time to make sure that we can see the volume and we can look at the core data that's already there.
And then when you were presenting, like, I noticed there's two things, right? One is the human interface, how I interact, how I trade. Another is using the algorithm to manage liquidity. So which part is really the your core feature?
The core of it is the liquidity. So we started with the liquidity, and then we quickly realized that if we're going to ask other DEXs to implement this type of liquidity and change the way that they do things, we needed our own implementation of that. And so when we looked at a DEX, we thought, well, we're trying to do liquidity different, we want to bring accessibility to that, we should rethink the DEX experience as well, which is what led us to the natural language DEX.
And do you think the moat comes with your like your algorithm on the liquidity side, or do you think it comes with your context of what people use to trade?
I think it's a combination, because the context that we get from the natural language DEX allows us to predict what people are going to be asking for, because we get that head start. When the user comes in and starts asking, okay, tell me about this meme token, that gives us a head start that there's potentially a trade to happen, and we can start looking at it. So as we start to aggregate those things, we can look at it and make sure that we've got the liquidity there before it's actually there, you know, before it's needed. So we're not having it sit in one place. So it's a combination that being able to move the liquidity quickly is important, but having that head start from the DEX really gives us that head start on things and gives us the edge.
Okay, yeah, thank you for your question. Yeah, it's really excellent to hearing all the sparks. Yeah, give that round of applause. So next one is gonna be the next project with 0G. So yeah, and Julia. You are the next. Are you ready? Maybe like it's gonna take time a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Hi everybody. I'm Julia. I'm the CEO of Tingz. We are an AI infrastructure that turns prompts into games. So what we saw is that the demand for game creation is huge. Lots of gamers want to create their own games, share it with their friends, have fun together, but they don't have the technological knowledge or skills. We also interviewed more than 50 consumer brands, and we said, why are you not into gaming? And they said, Julia, creating games is really expensive and slow. We don't have the resources for that. That's why we created Tingz. We want to make game creation fast, fun, and open to everyone. Our bespoke AI technology lets the LLM and the game engine talk to each other, which results in a really easy-to-use vibe coding interface, which allows mass adoption. Our infrastructure is powered by the 0G compute, storage, and data availability, which gives us great AI models, which results in better, more fun games, far better rates, and unlimited flexibility. So here's our Tingz AI demo. Oh, It doesn't work for the tech team. Can you click on the video, please? So in the video, you can see our AI model, how it turns a prompt into an endless runner game, perfect timing. So you can see the prompt and the Unity game engine and our AI model talking to each other.
I think it's possible like this time like without the video, so maybe you can go. Right.
I will just tell you. So it creates an endless runner game. And we are also working around with placing some assets, and maybe we can show it at the end again. So it would be great so you can see the technology. Let's move on. So the market we are targeting is not only the gaming market, but it's also the digital advertising market. So it combines into a $1 trillion opportunity. So how Tingz grows on chain. So first of all, thanks to the amazing 0G infrastructure, we are saving 80% through modular AI and compute compared to the traditional cloud systems. And then at the core of everything we do is our creator economy, which is fueled by this really by this technology. So we are using small fees for listing assets, and the users can trade, list, and license the assets that they create with us in the marketplace. So this will be like a really flourishing marketplace going forward. So our traction. So we started selling in this product since 3 months. We are at MVP stage. We already did our first community activation with indie.fun, which went through the roof. It was sold out in seconds. We were 400% oversubscribed. We had 5 million trading volume on the first day. We were number 16 on DEX Screener. We joined 2 pitch competitions so far, one in Token 2049 and one of the Solana Hackathon. We won both. And we have now already more than 500K in deal flow. So we are partnering with Web3 companies like Mint.io, Ciara, but we also signed a deal with a Fortune 500 company, Estee Lauder, which want to roll out Tingz across all of their games, all of the brands. About us, I'm Julia. I have more than 10 years of experience. I worked for big corporates, for Google, Adidas, and my co-founder, Andreas, already had multiple ventures in AI and Web3, and was a director at a Web3 unicorn. So thank you a lot. Follow us along. We are also raising currently our seed round. So if you want to level up your portfolio, join us. And yeah, thank you. Looking forward to the questions.
Thank you, Julia. Give a round of applause. So yeah, let's move on to that question time. Yeah, Joy?
Maybe if it's possible to get the tech demo working in the meantime would be cool. Yeah, let's see.
Hey, yeah, I think this is an interesting idea, and I feel like there's been a lot of UGC tooling to help with people making games, and I feel like a lot of these have been centered around the distribution channels. Like Roblox is a big one, like Fortnite. These kind of like UGC platforms. There has been in like the general gaming scene, not just in Web3 but also Web2, like a shift towards more hybrid casual games, like something with more like in-depth and granular like meta progression. Like how do you intend to like integrate this? Because I feel like this is very case by case basis, and it's hard for like AI models to be able to capture this kind of like nuance.
Yeah, great question. So, in my background, so I worked with a lot of Fortune 500 companies. So before going to market, I asked them actually what they want. And the thing is, most of them want just small casual games. They don't like the Roblox, for example, aesthetics and so on. And that's the beauty of AI, that every game can be so different. So they can give us the assets and we can personalize it. So at the moment, we are working with the biggest game engine in the world, which is Unity. So it's a 3D game engine, which is very like versatile. But on our roadmap, actually, that's the cool thing about this AI infrastructure is we can plug it into different game engine. So we are also planning on our roadmap to work with Unreal Engine and so on. And yeah, you are right that the most important thing are the game mechanics, because if the games are not fun, like people will play it once and not come back. So what we are doing actually, we are feeding a lot of game data into our AI model, so it learns what is a good game, what is not a good game. And that's also why we launched this community activation, because we want our community to break this engine, to try it out, to give us feedback, you know, until we have it really like spot on and the right games. Yeah, so that's our goal.
Okay, thank you for the good question and thank you for your pitching. Yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the next one is also from 0G, you know. Please give a round of applause. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, the next one is gonna be the Christian. Yeah, ready? Let's take up time. The soon is gonna come. So yeah, now you guys see the two projects, right? And this is like, you know, the chance to see who's the winner. And as I said, you know, like you guys have the QR code. Yeah, just read that, and yeah, let's predict. All right.
Awesome, thank you. Hi, everybody. I had a 30-minute deck that I'm gonna squeeze into 4 minutes. So let's see how this works. So who saw Ethereum or Vitalik's talk this morning? Nobody went? Okay, some guys went. In the first few slides, one of the slides said, let's not be more clever at solving nerd problems. So that's us. We've been solving this nerd problem at my network for several years, which is basically privacy. So let me try to go through the problem really quickly. I think this is the button. Is that the button? That's the button. So a few years ago, people really weren't super aware of all the data that they were sharing just in Web 2 platforms. I think luckily over the last several years, everyone is now hyper aware of all the data that we're sharing in Web 2. And so far, Web 3 protocols, blockchains, and smart contracts, they don't make that problem better, they make it worse. And now we're bringing on board agents. And so agents, there will be more agents than there are people, and they don't sleep. And they'll be working all the time. So they're gonna share exponentially more data than we ever could. And so we're looking at a serious confidential compute problem and privacy problem in Web3. And the question is any data safe? This is a great question because we just saw the biggest hack ever just a couple of weeks ago. And the question is, do you trust agents? So the agentic world is coming, whether it's in the centralized world or decentralized world. These agents are far more performant. A great line recently was that as the open web collapses into a prompt bar, and I think that's truly what we're watching happening between right in front of our eyes. So in Web3, there's this great confidential compute kind of ecosystem growing. So Aptos has launched a confidential asset standard. Zama just became the first unicorn in FHE, and one of the only unicorns to come out of France. We see Circle researching and actively building a confidential ERC20 framework. So the term here is compliant privacy. And what we believe is that, and what we've been building for, is that the web is going through a fundamental shift. So old privacy is dead, and we need a new form of privacy. We call that HTTPZ, so does Zama, so do the other builders in the space. The Z stands for zero trust, and that means that all data must be verified and cannot be trusted, which what we're talking about essentially is a fully encrypted web. So FHE is key for this because FHE is fully homomorphic encryption. It's the holy grail of cryptography. That's not our term. It's been around for 40 years. It became applicable in 2009 when they used it to sequence the human genome, and ever since we've been finding new types of data that we can secure with FHE. What this means is that data can remain encrypted while it's being processed. So that's huge. It does have performance. It has latency issues now. We can't, for example, have a fully encrypted LLM right now. That would take about 20 minutes for the inference. That's too long. But we can take a lot of many different kinds of data and secure them today using FHE with sub-second latency. A little bit about my network. We are the Chainlink Build members. We're also tier 1 channel partners for one of our solutions, which I'll talk about in a second. We have 2 Ethereum fellows on the team. We were coaching Vitalik on FHE a couple years ago, letting him know what we were building. We are Binance incubated, usually #1 on root data in this category until Zama just got a $1 billion valuation. So I'll get into the product really quick. So product that is relevant today for zero gravity, we're actually not in the accelerator. I think we're a little bit later stage than most of the other projects here, just for the judges to know. So we're not actively looking for accelerator or investment at the moment, but we've created, I'll get to the agent part. We've created basically a registration network for agents. So agents that are launched on Swarms or ELIZA or virtuals, any agents can basically register their task on my network. They can encrypt the task with FHE. So that's great because it means the mandate of the Swarm or the agent is now encrypted, meaning if you have an adverse trading agent, you won't attract adversarial agents. The communication between the agents is encrypted, as well as the memory. And memory is what we're working on with zero gravity when they go mainnet. So that's what my network will be bringing to that table. And with 15 seconds left, I think I might just end it right there, guys. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, let's move on to the Q&A session. There may be someone of you, maybe Ciara, maybe you have something that for the feedback.
I just wonder, like, besides all of the partnership that you guys already secured, how do you plan to adopt more developers organically?
So we've recently gone into the open source community. So DeepSeek Integrator, FHE Rust SDK. We're focused on Hugging Face. We're finding a lot of activity there.
Yeah, is there anyone, maybe like Kenneth, if you have something for feedback?
Yeah, so want to understand a little bit more on which part of the data pipeline your FHE solution can be applied to. Because, for example, for us, we have a lot of pain points and challenges on making sure, because we adopt zero knowledge proof. So want to understand how you see the intersection between FHE, zero knowledge proof, and making sure there's a client-side zero knowledge proof generation versus FHE in the future.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think they're kind of collaborative at this point. So we have basically an FHE data lake, and the idea there is that just for like long-term cold storage, you just keep it encrypted. Why not? It's more safe that way. So we use ZK for input-output for that. It's a lot faster. So the basket of confidential compute technologies is really TEE, FHE, ZK, MPC. They're being used together. We have MPC and ZK built in as well. So they're mostly collaborative right now because FHE still isn't fast enough. But I think even the Fela guys, who we're really close with, we've built with them. They're kind of acknowledging that the single point of failure, the side channel attacks of TEE, will probably get old in the next few years. And as FHE acceleration at the hardware level gets on point, you really won't need that anymore. So we're looking at about 1,000x acceleration at the hardware level over the next 2 to 3 years.
Okay, guys.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Yep, please.
Why do you need a blockchain for this again?
So we're making this available just on decentralized rails so that blackout. We could offer it, so we do have an SDK, and so we offer it to the open source community. We can do it that way. We tokenize the project instead of having it all on centralized servers just because we believe in a decentralized ethos.
So you don't, so you tokenize which part of the stack? Because you can also use a decentralized GPU without being a decentralized
yeah, you could.
product, yeah.
Yeah, you could. It's true.
So what is a token? What exactly do you decentralize?
Well, so the token is staking utility. So what we like to see is if you're staking FHE, all of the agents that want to, for example, register on our network, you'll be able to stake our token to contribute to those agents or to swarms. So it's just to basically bootstrap and foster community, build use case.
Okay, yeah, that's all for the Zero G's team and the all project. Please give a round of applause. Yes, thank you guys. So yeah, from now on, we move on to the next project and our sponsor, Kaya and Linex. So we're gonna have the 2 ecosystem pitch, basically like start from Kaya and the next is Line, and after that, one project built with them. So the project that you guys predict is who is gonna win to predict is gonna be the last one. But let's see first, what is Kaya? So okay, please come, Neil. Okay, so are you ready?
Check.
Yes, it's like okay.
Yeah. GM, everybody. This is Neil. So from now on, we are taking probably a relaxing 10 minutes just to understand about the Kaya ecosystem, and later on, we're gonna have more teams like that during the live pitching. So for Kaya, I'm Neil from Kaya. So today I'm gonna talk about what is all about Kaya. So in the world of web services, everything's the world is going to the mobile first, but Web3 unfortunately is still stuck in the desktop era, and Kaya is here to make it mobile first at scale. So how do you do it? If you look at Kaya, basically it's EVM chain layer 1 we are the exclusive layer 1 for both KakaoTalk messengers and Line messengers combined. And that's why we're embracing 250 million users, monthly active users all the way from the messengers. So certainly it's a very good distribution channel for all the mini dApps built on top of the messengers. So we go mobile first, mobile only super app. Super app is a concept back in Asia. So you look at Line messengers, you'll be able to using only the messengers to do everything about living, but transfer, book a taxi, etc., etc. So you'll be able to have it with that layer 1 Kaya with the messengers will be the combinations of getting everything to be mobile first in the blockchain industry. So as I mentioned already, with both messengers, our point right here being is the Asia largest super app infrastructures. With both messengers combined, 250 million monthly active users. And what is happening is actually our user base represent 80% of the digital consumption spending in Asia. So most of the Web3 chains obviously compete to onboard the Web3 native users. Yes, we're lucky we have the Web2 users ready already, but that is also a very important point that we need to be really laser focused on our mission is to onboarding the Web2 users via the messengers onto the Web3 and also getting, allowing the build to scale with us, with the growth of the ecosystem as well. So if you look at Kaya, classic EVM layer 1, one of the top 50 layer 1 project by market cap. We have been here actually start from last year when we have a chain merge, which you saw Clayton, which is from the Kakao side, and the lines that we got finished merged together becomes Kaya as layer 1. But then, actually, the EVMs is inherit, our mainnet is inherit from Clayton. So we have been running our mainnet for longer than 5 years already. So far, it's very reliable. We don't have major events that happening in terms of security. We've been embracing more than 2.6 billion transactions already over the 5 years. And then all the time, we have 190 million roughly blocks already. Why this happens? So many transactions, so many blocks. I mean, transactions, kind of the usage that you can see from the chain, that from the mini dApps. But the blocks is actually one thing I would like to explain is we do embrace the 1 second block time, which means the immediate finality. So what you see is what being finalized already. You don't have to wait for the state being with full or maybe being finalized or everything, just 1 second block time, all the time you will have that. So if you look at Kaya, fully EVM compatible, fast, reliable, cheap gases like that, I would say. And we also recently support the gas abstractions right here. So basically, you could have the dApps pay for your gas either the users as a fee delegations, but at the same time, you will be able to pay the gas. It doesn't have to be Kaya. You could use the native stablecoin that we have and other mini dApps tokens that we are having. So with Kaya, basically, with Kaya, between Kaya and Line messengers, we are looking into 3 major content pillars that we look into: games, finance, content. So what does it mean? It means from the mini dApps perspective, you'll be able to build the dApps. I mean, dApp will be building the dApps right there on the Line messengers. And at the same time, the mini dApps will be being listed right there onto the dApp portal. And on the dApp portal, you'll be able to explore the dApps, swap the tokens, trading an NFT or any tokens that you might have to swap between it. So it will all happen on the dApp portal at the same time. And so far, we have been having more than 1,000 applications that apply to the Kite Wave, which is the builder support program that open up for any devs, professional teams building your mini dApps right there on Line messengers. Since January, we have already onboard 83 projects out of the 1,000 project pool that we talk about, and we're aiming at having more than 300 projects right there by the end of this year that will be on board to Kai and Line messengers as well. So you're only over 157 days, merely 83 minute apps, and we have already achieved, get to our, doing analytics, we'll be seeing all the numbers. We have already achieved more than 113 million users onto the Kai ecosystem with the mini dApps. So this is only showing how quickly we have been hitting the 1 million user spot back in May, but just right after ChatGPT, if you would like to. And for the super app that we're trying to build is really the flying wheels between the Kaya tokens and also the mini dApps and the mini dApp partners that you'll be able to connect the the interaction, digitally and also physically. And just a bit very good news. A month ago, we announced we have the native stablecoin implementations on Kaya. So basically, we are looking into a lot of ecosystem initiatives that related to USDT and also power, the DeFi that we have. Some sort of examples that would be you'll be able to swap purchase that to Kaya USDT right there on the DApp portal. Then the messengers user will be able to use it right away. And there are some more examples that how the USDT and like the USD use that could be further, I would say, expand by adopting the native USDT, not just pay fine, but if you only look at the USD use right there, we could have in our ecosystem, there's really a lot we could do. And RWA, you generating tokens, AI agent, just imagine a DeFi agent as a mini dApp as your assistant right there. On the DApp, on the messengers that they're using, you don't have to even go out for the messengers, have the whole in-app experience online messengers. This is what we're targeting on. And very soon you will be targeting to see, you'll be looking forward to seeing some of the apps that will be having some USDT reward, I would say. And you will have something about earning the use that you have when you stake some USDT right there on Kaya via the mini dApps that we have on the line messengers. So now, with the gas abstractions, everything's open. Then obviously you could use any sort of tokens on Kaya that support the gasless transaction to pay for the gas. And I'm going to skip all these. This is only telling us we're going to have the gas abstractions. You'll be able to use other tokens to pay for the gas, not just Kaya. And we have been having fee delegations, these kind of features already on our chain. So the dApps will be able to delegate the gas fee payment for it. And most importantly, if you're interested, feel free to sign up for Kaya Wave. We're very happy to see you to build mini dApps on Kaya. This means that's a very effective distribution channel for everybody. Right after this hackathon, you'll be building your mini dApps, open to the 250 million users right there, so on and so forth. The program do support connecting with VC and further tokenomics advisory right there will be there, and connections to have your tokens being listed on one of the supported CEX or DEX is also open. And one more I would like to say, I know this is a hackathon, and we are also having a stablecoin summer hackathon, which is for the Kite Wave, and also support by AKINDO. Thank you very much for the support. So what we are looking into is want to have more use cases that is really professional and ready, one as a mini dApps on Kite Wave, and really open it up to the messengers users from the Web 2. And last but not least, this is everything from Kaya. So Kaya is the Asia super app chain, and we are mobile first, gateway to Web3, and most importantly, we're looking to be the gateway, in Asia about stablecoin. With that, if you would like to learn a little bit more about Kaya, probably you would just get on to one of the channels with this. That will be everything from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Neil, for your excellent presentation. So from now on, next one, we're going to move on to the next ecosystem pitch, and which is from Linex. Here's Benji. We're going to start from video. Yeah, let's go for it. Please go ahead.
Hey, how's it going? This is the video that we made from the Linex side. It covers the Web3 app store that's made by Line. Yeah, there's supposed to be a sound to it, but it's not playing. Let's give it a wait until the PPT pops up. Yeah. Can we get the presentation playing? Yep, again, I'm Benji. I work as the business director at Linext. And I'm here to introduce what Line is doing in the Web3 space. Before going more into the details, I wanted to ask how many of you have heard about Line app before? Please raise your hands. Only a few, right? Thank you. It's like WhatsApp in Korea. If you go to Japan, Thailand, Taiwan, they use Line. We have 250 million monthly active users on the messaging app. And we have launched this Web3 App Store directly deployed on the Line app just early this year. Line Next is a Web3-focused company under Line's umbrella. We have the exclusivity to run Web3 business under the name of Line. I think Neo covered pretty much about what's going on with on the chain side. MiniDApp consists of two elements: the Web3 App Store, which is the app portal, and we have the SDK that is only being provided to only selected the apps. The reason being that we're gonna have this, that we're having this gated ecosystem is to keep our environment and ecosystem safe, because as per the data we have, 90% of the projects are just disappearing over time. So we want to have this gated entry for builders, and that's the reason that we have this SDK for selected users. After launching the Web3 App Store, we got 100 million users in total. And the numbers are growing really quick. In terms of ARPPU, it's sitting at 16,000 Kaya, and it's equivalent to 2,000 USD-ish. On-chain-wise, now it's down a bit, but in April, we will actually outperforming base BNB by 2 times. But what's the catch about this is that there's no DeFi in the Kaya ecosystem yet. But in the other chains, most of the numbers are being made by DeFi, like 70%. And once we have this DeFi ecosystem ready with the Kaya chain, we believe the number will be skyrocketing. We got 2 versions for the Web3 App Store, which is the app portal. One directly deployed on the Line app. You can just simply create the wallet and the account with using your Line account. And also, you'll be able to share the services with your friends on the Line app too. And we have another version, which is running on the web browser. You can just simply type theappportal.io. You can use your social media account to create wallets and accounts. No VPN required, and no installation of Line app is required. In order to get the SDK, you'll need to actually apply to the program that Neo introduced, which is Kaya Wave. And once you submit your application, we'll give you the SDK, and we'll be asking you to send in your demos, and we'll give it a review.
Yeah, exactly.
And once it's good to go, we'll start coordinating the schedule to launch your service on that portal. ARPP by country, on average, is around at $50 in Japan and $36 in Taiwan. And compared to other blockchain ecosystems, it's like, for example, the other one in Russia, they're sitting at around $2 to $4, which is like pretty much lower than what we have currently. And this is why I'm here today. We're gonna actually make a crypto bank on the Line app directly. This has not been announced yet, and I don't think even the Kaya team knows this, but we're gonna make a crypto bank, a DeFi crypto bank that will be targeting Line users. And we'll start this program probably in August. So we'll be looking for DeFi builders, projects, partners, or protocols that could potentially work together with to make this very first crypto bank on the Line app moving forward. Yeah, this is a high-level idea that we have, but more details to be rolled out probably within July. So please stay tuned, and I'll be passing my mic to Larva project. Yeah, they're running a GameFi project on the app portal and wanted to invite him to the stage too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Benji. It's great to have you here. So yeah, from now we have the one project from Linex and Kaya, and yeah, the project name is Larva. Yeah, I'm excited to hear what is his project. And yeah, are you ready? Okay, let's go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm the director of the Larva Survivor game develop team. First, thank you for all the organizers involved for this opportunity. Today, I'd like to share our experience of launching a Web3 game on the Kaya and Line Media platform. Have you ever heard Larva? This is a globally popular IP. So our team believed that using a popular IP could help bring Web3 games to a wider audience more quickly. I think a popular IP is very important to make good ecosystem so for Web3 games. Larva is a popular animation series from South Korea. It has over 28 million subscribers on YouTube. The total number of views is over 18 billion. On Web2 platforms, without any digital UA campaigns, launched games have already reached over 60 million downloads. The main platforms are Google Play and iOS. The Larva animation is broadcast all around the world, and it was the first Asian animation to sign a Netflix original series deal. It is currently most popular in Southeast Asia, and we are seeing steady growth in traffic from Western and Latin American regions. We believe Larva is a globally emerging IP with strong potential. As you see, Larva-themed offline play facilities are active in many regions, which gave us a strong confidence that users would trust the brand when launch a Web3 game. This is that example, and that's enough about the Larva IP. We believe that the game platform plays a key role in user trust. So after learning about the strengths of the Line Media platform, we saw a strong match between Larva's fan base and Line's key markets. This gave us confidence in the potential for success and led us to prepare a mini dev versions of the game. Okay, let's start by introducing our game, Larva Survivor. Most Web3 games currently on the market are still light, hyper-casual titles. However, we are starting to see a shift toward mid-core and hybrid casual games with deeper content and more advanced business models and higher visual quality. In the long run, we believe that building user trust and extending the project lifecycle requires more than just quick token launches based on simple games. Instead, it's important to focus on fun gameplay and player retention to build a healthy and sustainable Web3 gaming ecosystem. To begin with, we focused on designing content flow that improves accessibility. Web2 games are already well developed and mature, but I think we see Web3 games as still being in their early phase.
Okay, I think it's time. So maybe it's okay. The maybe last thing that you want to say.
Okay. This is our game introduction.
Okay.
Final Man, yes. The mini DI platform was the perfect fit for our business model with Kaya. With Kaya, users could make payments easily. So it supported ad monetization for Southeast Asia and made NFT creation and sales very simple and efficient. We believe this was one of the key advantages of using the mini DI platform.
Okay. Yeah. I think yeah, it's time run out. So yeah, from first give applause for them, for him. Yeah, and now like we move on to the session of Q&A. Yeah, you can stay here. So yeah, who wants to start for the giving the feedback? Maybe go back to GK. GK, do you have anything to give by him? Feedback? Or Joy?
Hello. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna take Melody's question from last time. I'm just kind of wondering what the significant user unlock is by using blockchain. I feel like you know, like existing payment solutions has already garnered a lot of monetization like venues for existing like hyper casual games specific, like especially. So like by building on Kaya, like I guess like what is the significant advantage?
Sorry? Yeah. Yeah, please, could you repeat again? He didn't understand that.
Yeah, what is like the significant advantage of using blockchain in this case?
So we try to show our Larva IPs in the game. So by lots of animation, but users need to see our IP with Kaya tokens, so rewards. So we try to develop our games to satisfy them a lot. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you for the Q&A session.
Right, is the game profitable? Is it making revenue? Does it make money?
Yes, still it's proceeding, and ARPPU is around over $600. And as time goes on, our revenue has been increasing a lot. But still, we worry about the retention. So we are planning to develop more details of update, so to satisfy users to log in a lot. So I think this is our missions still, but we'll try to do our best for it.
Sorry, quickly, are the people who are buying the ARPU, the money that your user is spending in game, are they buying tokens? Are they buying NFTs? And what are they spending the money on?
Most of the users are spending by token chain, and 50% is belonging to NFT cards. It's because our game is based on Larva IP, and there are many kinds of characters cards. That's why users are interested in buying NFT cards.
Okay, yeah, thank you for the Q&A session. Yeah, and thank you for the Larva team. And please give a round of applause. Yeah. Yeah, from now on, we have the checking time. So yeah, for the judge to take you guys can take a bit of a rest. And I want to double check, like, if you guys already sign in up for the as a judge. So because this time, as I said, audience can be the judge as well. And if you predict well, who is the winner? You guys are gonna have the $3,000. So you guys have the picture there? I'm sorry, like flyer there? Yeah. So you see the QR code, right? Yeah. Take the flyer. You guys should have it, right? So yeah, this one they just read the QR code, and once you got in, yeah, you guys can have the. You guys can have the you can register there. Yeah, and yeah, like for now, just we're gonna just have the check time. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, you guys for the judge, judges, you guys can take a rest a bit of that. If you have want to go to the toilet or like the bathroom, take your time. Yeah. So yeah, and for for the audiences, as I said, like please double check like if you guys got in, and because as I said, like $3,000 if you predict well, so you can have it. So and as I said, like at the beginning, so you guys need to stay in this venue until the end. Otherwise, we cannot give the prizes. So, and later on at the end, we're gonna check who is the right person to give. So you guys need to give us the ID, and we will give you back, the feedback and also how to do the procedure. So please stay until the end. Yeah, and also as I said, don't forget to sign up. Yeah, that's all. Thank you guys. Please take a rest. So yeah, actually, like the judge that I explained is only for I'm sorry, like for taking a rest is for judges. So from now on, we're gonna have another one that's from the IoTeX. Yeah, the IoTeX. You guys know IoTeX? It's like a great project related to the IoT. So with Web3. So I'm going to pass them for the stage for them. And they are doing like Crypto Got Talent, so exciting one. So I'm gonna pass the stage.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. My name is Giuseppe, but I'm known as the Deep in Jesus. I'm part of the developer relations team at IoTeX. And on behalf of IoTeX, I wanted to, first of all, thank the AKINDO team for making this happen, and obviously the EthCC team for the amazing event. Today, there is something quite special that we'd love to do with you guys. I want to invite my partner in arms, Deep and Aaron, up here on stage with me today. Aaron, how are you? I'm good. So guys, there is a lot of stuff that we want to cover today, so we'll be pretty quick. But I think first and foremost, everybody says that Deepin is bringing real-world utility to the Web3 sector, and it's definitely the bridge or the catalyst between the Web 2 and the Web 2 worlds. So Aaron wants to introduce somebody that's quite special to us. We've been working together for many years.
Absolutely. It's a man that doesn't need any introduction, but I'm going to introduce him anyways. David Palmer from Vodafone. Round of applause.
David, here, take this little mic as well.
Nice to meet everybody. How many people's bullish on ETH? Hands up if you're bullish on ETH. Hands up if you heard Vitalik's discussion. Okay. No, so I wanted to share quickly about a discussion. I think it was really interesting what Vitalik said, because now it's the time to bring real-world solutions on-chain. And it was interesting, one of the pitches earlier, and they said, why does this need to be on-chain? Everything we do now in this community needs to be real. And the use case we're working on now is, I'm from Vodafone. We've got 27 operating companies around the world. We connect millions and millions of people. We've got 200 million IoT devices connected, 45% of all the cars in Europe. And this project that we're working on with IoTeX, Coinbase, Chainlink, and others is about how we can solve a real problem. Over the next 5 years, there's going to be $7 trillion invested in data centers. At the moment, those data centers are big hyperdense data centers outside of outside of city centers using huge amounts of power. One of these hyper data centers will use in 1 hour the power that is used by a city in the week. And what we're talking about here in this project is how we can bring those data centers to the edge using cell towers, right? There's 5 million cell towers in the world. And we're working on a project where we can tokenize those cell towers so communities can invest, institutions can invest, and we can use smart contract technology so that those investors get paid back every time the towers gets used for compute. We're also using the chain so that we can put every tower on chain, and we can use them smartly in a distributed way so that many towers can do what one big data center can do, right? So we're using swarm technologies and distributed compute. And we believe that this is a game changer for a number of reasons. We believe it's a game changer because it adds a low latency edge data center option to the architecture. We believe it's a game changer because at the moment there's 5 companies that are dominating 90% of all of the investment in AI compute, right? So 90% investment equals 90% returns. And the other thing is that these big hyper data centers are only, they have huge power demands. So they can only be in certain areas in rich countries, etc. There's telco towers in every country, right? There's 95% penetration. So being able to turn telco towers into data center infrastructure allows different socioeconomic groups to participate in different countries, especially developing countries, to access this technology, which is going to be a game changer. So we believe that this is a real world use case for real world assets, and we're really excited to be part of the consortium. Hope I finished on time. Thanks.
Thank you, David.
Thanks, David. That was pretty awesome. We're super excited for what's next. Now, guys, so this is just the partners that David was mentioning that will be working with us or cook this with us for the next weeks and months. Now, guys, I want to do something. I want to introduce for you, for the first time ever, this new vision, probably the most important announcement of the year for the IoTeX ecosystem. I want to introduce to you guys a new vision by the IoTeX team and a new expansion of IoTeX into AI, where AI touches life. So guys, you see IoTeX has been around since 2017, creating basically a layer 1 blockchain that was super performant, super fast, secure, because the goal was to connect millions and millions of devices on-chain. We did that in 2017. In 2022, we then moved into the chapter 2, which was a modular infrastructure for deepened projects. Because building deepened projects is very difficult. There was no scalable, cohesive infrastructure to do so. So we started creating this infrastructure in 2022 up to 2025, perfecting it up to 2025, where we enabled deepened projects to better go to market and scale much, much faster. Fast forward to chapter 3, which is today. We're announcing the physical intelligence for AI. What does this mean? If you think about AI right now, it's pretty much the progress is hindered by static historical data that's normally scraped from the internet. But anyway, it's not dynamic, and it's not really real in a sense that it doesn't come from like real machines or like in real time, and it's not granular enough. So for example, it's hot outside. If you want to go to the beach and you want to find the best spot for you, also taking into account traffic, taking into account sea conditions and whatever it is that you want, there is no model that would be able to do this right now because they're not hooked up to like real data and real dynamic data. So that is the goal. We're here to maximize AI's potential with real data, real humans, and real world scenarios. So we're basically taking AI from being purely digital and just sending it to the physical world. Obviously, for this to happen, AI needs to be sentient, which means it needs to have eyes and ears and needs to understand the real world. All this can be computed and then can inform the physical intelligence world. So this is why we're presenting to you the open ecosystem for physical intelligence, where real-time, real-world intelligence from machines and real humans is going to power this IoTeX, the IoTeX network. in order to understand what this means and how this is done, I want to then ask Aaron to maybe go through the tech stack and all the intricacies that are involved in this.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at where IoTeX fits in this physical intelligence future. So data comes in through the physical world where it enters the IoTeX infrastructure. Then it goes into realms or knowledge bases. These realms are built on top of the IoTeX infrastructure. And finally, this data and the intelligence from this data is consumed by AI and AI models. So, what are realms? Realms are knowledge bases for AI. They're used to train and feed AI and AI models. They are domain specific, so there's some examples that I can give you. Transportation as a potential realm, so is healthcare, and so is robotics. Data comes in through the physical world. Let's take transportation. This could be traffic lights or vehicle data. Then it is verified by the IoTeX infrastructure and contextualized by humans. So this could be data tagging or annotation. Only then is it added to the knowledge base. And finally, once it's in the knowledge base, it is then made available to be consumed by AI and AI models. So let's dive a little bit deeper into the IoTeX tech stack and how it all fits together. So, of course, we have our L1 chain. This is used to create and use the realms. IOID is used to identify machines across the ecosystem, as well as AI agents and actors within the realm. Quicksilver is used to find the intelligence insights from that data that's within those realms. And finally, IoTeX token is used to incentivize all the actors within the realm. So, how do you get involved? You can launch your own realm. You can contribute your data to a realm, or if you have some domain expertise, you can contribute your expertise to the realm. So feel free to reach out if you're interested in getting a little bit further and working alongside us to create your own realm.
Next slide. Next slide again. Next slide.
There's no.
Oh. Okay. We can go back. Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys. So I think now it's time for the fun part. So we were here with the AKINDO team, and we have somebody special from the Polygon team as well, because we are announcing the winners of our show, Crypto's Got Talent. So first of all, what is Crypto's Got Talent? I think like we were saying with Aaron, we were talking about this after basically talking to the Polygon team, where we were one of the grants allocators for the Deepen track. And then Aaron had a great idea, which was?
Why not create this talent show called Crypto's Got Talent? Think of it like Shark Tank, but for the crypto space.
And run it all in public because?
That's what crypto is all about. It's about doing things in public. It's about building in public. So why not bring it to an accelerator program where a lot of these things are done privately behind closed doors? Let's do it all in the open. Let's involve the community.
Exactly. So we're here today to basically announce the winners. And before we do that, I want to invite Maddie from the Polygon team, who's been instrumental through this whole process. And Maddie, also use the little mic as well. How are you?
Do I hold the little mic?
Yeah, hold it like however you want, actually. One hand,
great.
2 hands.
Hi, y'all. I'm Maddie. I'm the Director of Founder Experience for Polygon, and I'm mostly here to say congratulations. Congratulations to the IoTeX team, to the winners that are going to be announced shortly. When we were starting, when we were speccing out Season 2 of the Polygon Community Grants Program, we had this thought that in order to grow the Polygon ecosystem, we should work with the ecosystems on Polygon. And so we started looking for folks that had really good ideas for basically how they could grow their own communities. And Crypto's Got Talent is one of the best ones. And far and away, like the best possible result that we could have dreamed of, because y'all found people that were like exactly what you were looking for. So I'm freaking stoked.
We are too. We're actually amazed. I mean, we often talk to analysts, like the quality of the projects that came through this, and especially of the winners, is unbelievable. We were stunned by that. We were stunned by the amount of views that we got, the success of all the live streams, the whole process, the semifinals, and now the finals as well. So without further ado, let's announce the winners. So we have 6 total winners. 2 of us are on stage with us today, and we're going to give them some special presents. I also want to shout out to Mariella, who heads our business development efforts at IoTeX. She's backstage with the present for the projects. But before we get into that, let's invite the projects. So I want to invite the team from Axal and Mango from GenPulse. Please come up here on stage. Hello, hello, guys. What's going on? Thank you. Hello, hello, Mango. Nice to meet you in person. So, guys, pretty crazy. So we have 2 mics. We gotta figure out how to do this. But in the meantime, I want to first give a shout out to all the winners. So besides Axal and besides GenPulse, we also had DeCharge. We had Gargoyle. We had Gargoyle, and sorry, I'm blanking. Nubila, and one more, I'm blanking. We should have had a slide for it, but whatever, it happens. Let's bring some medals for these guys, Mariella, shall we? Woohoo! Oh, Rover. Rover was one of the other winners.
Well done.
Take all the medals.
Congrats, guys.
And guys, so for the prize, Polygon was generous enough to basically give up 1 million POL to these people. And so we brought a beautiful check. I think, Maddie, you should be the one. And let's all take a picture. Amazing. Thank you very much, guys. So now I think we can spend a few minutes basically just trying to understand what you guys are doing, right? So I guess maybe, I don't know, I saw the Axal slide up. Maybe should we start with Axal since the slide was up, guys? Is that okay? And then we move into the GenPulse. Does that work for everybody? Are you guys going to both do it?
Yeah, we'll tag team it.
So then use use a couple.
Put it in the middle. We can actually hold it between us. Yeah, we can just do this. Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you.
Awesome. Great to be here. Thanks to the iTex team. My name's Ash.
I'm Cozy.
And we are part of Axal. Very straightforward pitch, earn on everything. We'll dive into that. Next slide.
I think you have the remote there.
There we go.
But Aaron can be your yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a good way to start this. Raise your hand if your money's mostly in crypto. Okay, definitely not the majority of the room. Raise your hand if your money's in some bank account, like a savings account, checking account, something like that.
Sorry, I was on the mostly in crypto.
Mostly in crypto, okay. That's basically it. Those are the two options. We have a very strong take on the slide. Savings accounts must die. There's a lot of reasons for this. Next slide.
Okay, I'll tell them.
Number one, the rates. They're just not good at all. We're from the US where you get better rates than most places, but 0 to 4% APY at best. T-Bows aren't the greatest. Right now they're doing better than they were in 2020 with 0%. You also just don't own your money. It's also not your money. Banks and fintechs promise forms of compliance. The easiest way to think about this is they have your money sitting in an account. You don't really know what's going on. There's a database that logs it. We have regulation as a retroactive way to kind of punish folks who do bad things. But if they wanted to, they could move your funds around. We've had a long history of issues with people losing their money or funds being loaned out to places that they shouldn't be. And finally, they're very limited. So when you think about yield sources, it really is bonds. So treasuries, corporate bonds maybe, that's about it. And when you look at the history of this, it's very insecure. The US government alone is not the greatest actor, and right now it's doing okay, but when you think about guarantees on your money doing what you want, you just don't have that. It's a total black box for most people. Excellent. I'll let Cozy go ahead here on introducing Axal.
Exchange our trophies, yeah.
I also want a medal, by the way. I don't think it's fair that you guys are taking all of them.
That's I have no idea what to say. We got 4. We have 4. So yeah, no, but so our solution is yield, Axal yield. TLDR, choose your risk profile, low, medium, high. Low risk, rebalance you, Aave, Morpho, Athena, totally non-custodial. Make sure that you're able to get 6% to 8% from what Ash was talking about, very diverse sources. Crypto is a growing industry, so the ability to, I like the medal, you know, we're all celebrating, you gotta wear it at the end. But you know, you're totally able to get into like new and novel ways of earning, even on a conservative side. But then we also have, you know, exposure to more aggressive strategies, which is pretty cool. This comes from like ecosystems like Hyperliquid or Solana, where there's a lot of growth and a lot of interesting strategies. But what we're doing is we're building automations to make sure that if TVL goes down, if a whale pulls out, if an API crashes, something like that happens, that you get your money out as well. So you're able to get exposure to what we would call degen yield, but with like some form of stop loss. So I'll hand it back for Ash for how it works. But we kind of went over it.
Yeah, I mean, we can go through this one quick. 3 buckets, really intuitive. Picture Robinhood or any fintech app. You're not really thinking about the UX flow. Conservative, balanced, and aggressive. Conservative is DeFi lending. We're of the opinion that DeFi lending primitives are the closest thing to a guarantee that humanity's kind of built when it comes to these markets. There are smart contracts that govern everything. These loans are over-collateralized. There's no credit score where somebody can rug you. Aave and Morpho and Euler have been around for a while. The only risk is smart contract security. These things have been audited and proven in the wild. Balanced is still stablecoins only. There's no principal asset risk. If you put in 10,000 bucks, you're always going to have at least 10,000. 10 to 20% through some of what Jacob talked about, delta-neutral stablecoins like Athena, newer ones that are on the rise. Everyone's heard of these things, it's just hard to access. And when you think about the state of the UI, I go to a website, I see a spreadsheet, like a table that lists the name of a pool, lists APY, lists TVL. I still have to do diligence to go and check, is this thing crashing? Maybe a month ago it was doing 10%, now it's doing 2%. I should probably move my money somewhere else. All those automations we handle. Aggressive gets fun. We won't focus on it as much here, but think of like, you're okay with principal asset risk, like you love Hyper, you love Sol. Now we'll get you exposure to everything in the Hyperliquid ecosystem, something like that.
Our AI is that it's astronomically idiotic, so it's like the easiest way to actually get exposure to these yields. If any of you have ever tried to get exposure yield on like Hyperliquid, let alone Hyperliquid, Solana, Camino, and Aave, Morpho, Athena all at once, it's like gonna take you a whole day. We can do this in like 30 seconds.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. And I'm so glad that, you know, I mean, I'm cutting it short because, yeah, we're going to go with the other projects. There are a few more slides. But I just wanted to thank you guys. I'm super excited for what's next. And, yeah, congrats to you again.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
One more time.
So is this a pitch or is this just a presentation?
Oh yeah, this is a pitch, but actually, like, you know, that from now on is gonna be pitching time. So we're gonna have a bit of time for now, and so yeah, this is not really pitch, and we're gonna do kind of a recap after it was supposed to be pitch, but it's a bit start early. So yeah, after that, like we're gonna have.
So they're pitching again. They're gonna come up and pitch Axal again.
Yeah, from now on, the 2 pitches gonna come on, 2 other pitch, and after that 1 more. This is gonna be kind of recap. We do that, yeah. So okay, we have just some time, like, you know, because we are waiting for the judge to come. So you guys have a bit of time to practice, or yeah, for your pitches. And while doing that, I want to like again to emphasize that you know, I said there was a QR code over there, right? And that is a one for predict. You know, like we are actually having prediction market in this stage and in this venue. And so if you predict who is the first, so, and you guys gonna have $3,000, right? And this is a great opportunity. And you know, usually when you do the prediction market, or like predict something, you have to bet. But here, there's no betting. So just actually like, you know, free ride, right? Just so you check and if you which one the best, yeah. But as I said before, the most important thing that you have to stay in the venue until the end. and because we're gonna collect who really like predict or not. So this is why, please come, So this is why it's very important to stay until the end, and of course, because without watching all of the pitch, we don't know who is the winner, right? So this is why like it's very important to stay until here, and at the end we will ask you guys who already like they predict to come to the stage. So please stay until the end, and also how to predict. So if you already sign up AKINDO website, so you guys have account, and using that QR code, so actually you will be allocated as a judge. So, but you cannot give a points or stuff. So just you can comment. So just leave your comment on the one that you think gonna be the first. So, but the one more thing, if you have 2 or 3 comments, just let's say like you can comment everywhere. Yeah, it's gonna have like kind of cheating, because you can think like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all first. So this person cannot get. So this is why I'm gonna say at the end not to comment for double or triple, just only one. So before the end, you can actually you can remove your comment. So don't forget if you comment 2 or 3. Yeah, just leave a comment. This one is the first. This one is the first. Just comment. And that whatever you want, but just put this one comment. And if you have the multiple comments already on the several project, just remove it. So that is a scheme for now. You guys get it? Yeah, I hope so. So, and if you have, you guys have the flyer over there. Yeah, just don't forget to check. And we have the, 6 judge already, and we are supposed to have 1 more judge. Yeah, so I think sooner or later it's gonna come. Sorry guys, it's supposed to be the 1 more judge, but he spent a bit of time, so yeah. So okay, so I think that's all. Like he's gonna come soon, so we're gonna start with 6 excellent judge. Yeah, so I'm gonna pass this mic to Giuseppe. Yeah, all right, thank you so much.
All right, Aaron, I think you should introduce the next project. I think we're super impressed since the first time that we met Fiona actually in New York City, right?
Absolutely, we were blown away straight away, She came up with this device, and it was really innovative for sure. You'll hear about that. We actually pulled it out and did a live demonstration on the podcast, live streaming to 50,000 people. And I won't give away too much, but without further ado, let's bring out Mango from Gen
Welcome. And I always want to say that the first time when I met Fiona, I got such a high score on that device, and I'm so happy. And that's why you guys won. No, I'm kidding. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Mango from GenPulse. So we are an AI native DeSci platform for FemHealth. So we have 2 physical products. Next slide, please. Or sorry, how do we do the slides? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so as you know, the femtech and health tech industry is very stagnant. Any kind of growth is really slow, and women are kind of put in the back door. So we've thankfully been in an era of like huge growth, where we've seen these crazy disruptive companies. And we would like to be that for FemHealth. Yeah, so for our D-pin layer, we have 2 physical products, one for hair and scalp, which I have right here. So if anyone wants a demo after, please let me know. And our second one is actually for gynecology, which we're very excited to launch soon. So for so you use our devices to kind of like get your biometrics. We can tell you all about your scalp health, your hair health, which is a lot more in depth than people think. Your hair can tell you about your hormones, your thyroid health, stress levels. So you get all this information, and then it is encrypted. I don't know about you, but I move every so often, and I hate having to like get my data from one doctor to the next and why isn't this better? Like, I don't want to have to fill out forms. I should just have access to my data. And then later on, we're going to launch a token, and we will have rewards for our users. Basically, this data is very valuable. No one else really has this, but companies would love to know, how often are you using your products? When are you using your products? Are they working for you? Yeah. So this is a little bit about our ecosystem. Yeah, we had a video. I'm not sure if it's playable, but yeah, so we had a few different users test it out. Again, I can give you a live demo if you would like.
Yeah, I can introduce the judges.
Yeah, and so this has been our growth so far. We are in 28 countries. We have about 24,000 users, most in the APAC region, and soon we will be launching in the US. Yeah, here's some more of our beautiful numbers. Some more lovely numbers. Yeah, so we are hoping to launch our token maybe at the end of September. And here's a little bit about our team. So I'm the co-founder, and my other co-founder is Fiona. She couldn't be here today. But yeah, thank you for having us. Please follow, and again, let me know if you want a live demo.
All right. Thank you, Mango. That was amazing.
Amazing job.
Stay just by the stage because we're going to resume in just a second. Guys, I just wanted to do one more quick announcement. I wanted to say that Crypto's Got Talent is super happy to move on to Season 2. With the expansion of the IoT system into AI, we decided to partner up with 0G for Season 2. Applications are going to start in August, and we're expected to start the new season at the beginning of September. We're obviously super excited. The rest of the sponsors will be up with us for Season 2. And yeah, just wanted to thank everybody for the support. I don't know how you feel.
Really encourage you all to go out there and apply. Even if you don't get selected to be a finalist or to receive the grant, you get massive exposure to thousands and thousands of people online and in person. So we really highly recommend you guys put your application forward. You never know if you're going to get it.
Just like the Axal guy said, you never know, right?
Absolutely. Just go for it.
Sweet. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And now, judges' time for Mango.
It's okay. Sorry for the bit confusion. So you guys saw the last pitching, and if you guys have your feedback, we would love to have it. So maybe Melody.
Can we ask questions?
Yeah,
so
please.
so is it I see you have hair, skin, and something else.
Gynecology.
Gynecology. So is it all device based? Like you have a specific
yeah. So there's a specific
device.
Yeah, there's a specific device for each area.
So your token is to reward usage, or how do you use it?
Yeah, so rewarding usage, also, trying to understand your data, and you can also sell your data as well to these interested parties.
Does it work without a token? Because I feel like if it's really good, high quality device and give me analysis, I would assume most people don't need this token to become customers.
We most of our customers are Web 2, but the easiest way to get someone to start doing something is if you give it to them for free, why would they not use it? So we're partnering with different companies, for example, for our hair product. Eventually, if they use it enough, they can get tokens that they can redeem for free products.
Okay, yeah, if you guys have another question, yeah.
Are these products, are they manufactured by you, or do you partner with external manufacturers? And for the token side, do you have any buyers of these data that are kind of funding the revenue side for the tokens that you're giving out to the users, right?
Yeah, so we work directly with the factories for our products. They make it exclusively for us, and we have a great partnership. And then for the tokens, we're still, I guess, like shopping, being courted by different exchanges. Sorry, what was the other question?
Like, you're giving out the tokens to your users for using these products, but you're definitely gonna have to find buyers of these data. So,
Yes.
yeah, do you have any buyers of these data so far?
We do, yes. So, for example, we have a partner in the U.S. and they want to know, like, are people using their products, and if so, like, how often? And also, like, the user base, like, again, is it working for them? Is it causing issues?
All right, I think it's good for now. Yeah, thank you for you guys. Ciara, is it good?
I just
Go
want to ask, like, can you elaborate more on the DeSci innovations part?
Yeah, I mean, one big part of like medical data is that it just isn't shared between different platforms. So we kind of want to help people get ownership back of their data. And we built, like, no one really also has this specific kind of data. There's been some things for skin maybe and for eyes, but none actually for your hair.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for your question and your answer. For now, we're gonna have the next pitch. So yeah, first, please give a round of applause to her.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Yeah. So before, like, you guys already saw the pitch, but we're gonna have the recap of the one project of the IoTeX. Yeah, you guys can be ready.
Oh, just one mic.
Yeah, you guys don't have a presentation, just.
We don't need it. Yeah, we don't need it.
Yeah. Sorry,
We're
guys.
back.
Yeah, for the judge
What's
to
up,
explain.
guys?
Yeah, so the judge to explain, like, they're gonna have just a recap for what they said. Maybe, like, this time just only recap. Yeah, go ahead.
What's up, guys? You can't get rid of us. We're Axal. We're building what we call the active internet. The first step to get to there is build products that people use. What do people use crypto for today? Trading. What is the biggest demand in crypto right now? You have two groups of people who want to snipe shitters or people who want to hold tokens forever. You build for one of those two groups. We're building for people who want to hold tokens and earn on it.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we got the deck now, so we can try doing this.
All right.
Yeah. I'll fly through this. We already had the slides. We believe in this. Like Jacob just said, savings accounts must die. Rates, super low. You don't own your money. And on top of all of that, the yield source is literally just T-bills. Axal's goal is to be the best place to park the dollar. Out of every yield source that's out there, one click will aggregate across everything. We'll do all the heavy lifting of tracking TVL, tracking APY. Fully non-custodial. Automations are all you have to trust. We use TEs to manage people's funds. We'll dive into all of that. How it works? 3 strategies: conservative, balanced, and aggressive. The first 2, there is no principal asset risk at all. So conservative is DeFi lending, 150% or around that over collateralized loans. You know for sure that you're good. Paying anything from 5 to 8%. Balanced, delta neutral strategies. Think of Athena, think of basis trades. Aggressive gets a little bit more crazy on the APY. There's a lot more to manage and monitor. Longer tail chains like Hyperliquid or Camino on Solana, protocols where maybe there's now principal asset risk, but it's on blue chip assets that you already love. This is our current dashboard. We're working on changing the UI a lot. Picture like a Robinhood type mobile app, but still pretty simple. This circle represents where your money is. I got $20 in conservative. Right now we're doing 8% with conservative. This is 5.5 from a little bit back. You can see we're aggregated across 3 different Morpho vaults and 1 Aave vault. To get funded, all you're doing is connecting your bank account, using a credit card, depositing stables, and then hitting the save button. That's literally it. We can skip this. This is a little bit more on the specific positions. Security, like I said, we're using trusted execution environments end to end. So we're spinning up a wallet tied to your email inside of a TE. I have no clue what your private key is, while you have a private key at any point in time that can move funds out. We're allowed to automate certain things, like we can move your funds to Aave or to Morpho, but nowhere else. Traction, we did a lot of broader trading products in the past, and then partnered with a lot of great companies: Virtuals, Airdrome, Privy. Most excited about MoonPay and WorldCoin on the bottom. MoonPay, biggest on-ramp, 20 million KYC'd users. They've built a product that lets you go from fiat to crypto in under a minute without leaving an app. So we can finally have a world where onboarding to Robinhood is the same as crypto. A little bit about the team: Jacob, of course, myself, a couple others. We come from all walks of life: US Army, OKX, Harvard, NYU, Susquehanna, OKX, yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you for pitching. From now on, we're gonna have a Q&A session. The judge, if you have anything to feedback or something question, it would be great.
Do you implement specific strategy to optimize these yields, or are they quite simple, like looping strategies that it's mostly available?
So 3 risk profiles: low, medium, high. Low risk, medium, or balanced. We don't. It's largely just getting into pools, so nothing like looping or anything crazy. Mainly LPing. On the aggressive side, we go into looping. But what's really cool here is what we do is we build in-house automations. So like, let's say the pool that you're exposed to on Hyperliquid, if the TVL crashes, if a wallet address that's connected to a whale pulls out, if something that's more technical like an API crashes, any of these things happen, we build automations for state detection of that like pool. If that happens, you get out as well.
So is this like a risk kind of risk model, like a risk assessment, or is it like a event kind of driven kind of trigger?
Yeah, I mean, as everyone knows, like today models aren't great, they're getting better. So for now, we're keeping it simple. It's literally like, imagine that you have a list of 5 pools for conservative. If APY of any of them goes below 3%, you should not have your money in that. Get out of that pool, move somewhere else. So if this, then that logic today, we're doing basic things with models for like predicting what TVL might be in the future, but you can only do that for very few ecosystems because a lot of these things are quite small. Down the line, I think there's no doubt it will be a model that's driving all of this. The key thing though is like, actions need to be deterministic. Like I don't want a model that's controlling when I sign a transaction. The model pings RTE, proposes a set of transactions, and then we have a very defined list of guardrails after that. So starting simple, and then you get fancier.
Okay, yeah, I think it's all good now. And we move forward to the next one. Okay.
Last thing I'll say is right now, the reason we're doing in-house automations is if you want to build an apple farm, you have to plant a tree today, and then eventually you'll be able to sell the apples. Right now, AI is not there, but it will be down the line. So that's our like thesis.
Okay. Yeah, thank you guys. All right, please give a round of applause for the all IoTeX teams and their pitching project. Okay, like we saw a lot of sparks and we saw a lot of questions and answering. I'm already really like this. Really happy to see the spark here. And for the next one, we have the showcase partner. This is the Salters Fund, and we will see like what's the project. They are also our sponsors. So yeah, we have the 5 minutes for him to show what is project. And yeah, let's go for the next. Yeah, please come.
Yeah. Thank you for the introduction. I'm Steve, CEO and founder of Salters Fund. We are the world's first trusted social welfare system. What does it mean? Let me see how to next page. Okay, so it seems that we are missing a controller. All right, guess maybe it's here. Can someone help me get next page? Which one? This one? Supposed to be here, sorry. Yeah. Oh, anyway, I see this next page already. So we are focusing on a market where there are 1.5 billion
okay, guys,
users.
Sorry, there's
globally.
someone just got the clicker. So okay, sorry. Yeah, can you?
Yeah, sorry guys, I just got the controller. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it's working. So it's 300 billion volume per year. So what is this industry? It's for public good, yet it does have not enough transparency at all. So that looks like this. This is a traditional lottery, which has been there for over 5 decades, and it is still the same way as it was invented. And today is already 21st century, and these machines should be, the history. So what we do is that we are doing a trusted, fully on-chain lottery for public good. We want to solve the problem for corruption, centralized, and other problems. Nowadays, why we are different is because we are giving the rights back to the people. When you play a traditional lottery, you want to collect some money, and you want to donate to some public good. The government does it for you. Annually, there are over 100 billion US dollar collected by the government, and they see how to use this money, but not the people who play those lottery. That's not fair. So what we do is that we use a fully on-chain governance system. We allow everyone who play the lottery to create their own course of funding, and they can vote against those proposals to determine how to use those charity money and to make a positive social impact. And here we see the structure of how it works. We already built on Arbitrum and Base. We grow some traction already, like over 2,000 users are using it. We have a daily user over a few hundred. When people play this lottery system, they spend some US dollars, and literally they get back Bitcoin or Ethereum on the blockchain. And it's wrapped Bitcoin, of course. So roughly you play $10, you will get $7 back. And as for the rest, you have $1 contributed to the public good, which is charity fund, and $1 used for token repurchase, and the other $1 as a liquidity reward for our liquidity pool provider. So here's the interface. On the left hand, you can see the possibility table or price table, and you can use US dollars or any stablecoin to play it. And you can see this pool is for donation to save the children. And that means if you play this specific specialized purpose pool, you will be donating to Save the Children Foundation on this case. And on the right hand, as you can see, there are different pools created by the community, and every people can create whatever pools they like. Let's say if I want to fund the homeless cats and dogs, or I want to help the people who are starving in the war zone, I can create a lottery for that specific purpose, and I can share it with my community, friends, and family, and let them play the lottery and gather some goods, gather some money to do public good. And the donation records is fully on-chain and trackable, so you can look at all the records and the donation history on our website. And we will provide receipt and all the informations based on the blockchain. So we got a diversified team from both the Asia, the US, and also the Africa and other continents. And we've been building this for over a year. We hope that we can bring about the perfect lottery product and for the community to set up what they want to do and to make a difference. So we are also raising. By the way, if someone is looking at this, they can talk to us after that. So here's some pictures that is in February this year, where we have a booth at East Denver, and we have a lot of community people who come to us and talk to us, and we have people from Europe, from US, and from all over the world who are inspired by the idea that we are building a fully on-chain lottery that can change the world. So we hope that this idea will bring mass adoption to the blockchain. And thank you for your attention and to the listening to the presentation. And here's some QR codes for following us on the community, on the social medias.
Okay, thank you for pitching, and thank you for your round of approach. Yeah, we're gonna move forward to the next session. The next one is gonna be the base. Who knows base here? Maybe Ray. Yeah, most of people knows, right? Base is auto chain, and yeah, it's you guys saw the hyper base. So today we have Clement, and we can hear what is a base, and after that we can have 3 projects to pitch. So and you will see the all question and all things, and let's predict. But first, the base chain. What is base chain, please?
All right. Thank you so much for the kind introduction and giving us the opportunity to come on stage to get to show off the amazing projects building on Base. I'll give a brief overview for those of you that don't know Base about what we are and what we do. Base is the L2 from Coinbase, which is basically allowing us to really cover the entire end-to-end spectrum of what crypto is today, from the on-ramps all the way to the DeFi platforms, and more importantly, a platform for developers and founders to bring their products to life. Let's see. First things first, I think it is important to say that I've never been more excited about crypto than I am today, because we have so many of the most crucial building blocks in place. We have fast, cheap, and global block space with sub-second settlement times, with most of the median fees being less than a cent, and the global 24/7 coverage. We have, secondly, stablecoins. Stablecoins are the biggest topic of 2025. And we've been able to cover 15 local stablecoins on base with over $30 trillion in volume. And this is volume that we expect to grow. And this is realistically how we will be expecting the world to go on chain. People will be transacting in euros, in dollars, in yen. And instead of using SWIFT in the back end for new internet payments, they will be settled on stablecoins. And more importantly, mini apps as a force multiplier. I think I can maybe drop some alpha regarding an exciting announcement coming up soon. We do have a very new wallet that is going to be unveiled, and mini apps are going to be a core of this experience. And this is something that I've really been drilling into developers and builders as the next big opportunity, is to build these mini apps for a compounding user base via a wallet that has a distribution of multiple million users. But so I don't want to talk too much about base here. I want to actually talk more about the builders and give the mic and the stage to the builders, because at the end of the day, it is the builders that make the ecosystem, and it's the builders that make the products and services that will define the global on-chain economy. Pretty much the only metric which will matter 10 years down the line. How big is your economy? How many users come to your chain to transact, to purchase products, to purchase services? So what we're about at base is really to bring the next billion users on chain and bring the next million builders onto base. With that, I would like to briefly introduce our global builder funnel that we've been working on. We have Base Batches, which is a global hackathon program which just concluded recently, where we've had over 5,000 builders from 2,800 teams participate in over 100 countries and 500 cities. Out of those, we had 77 teams that were able to graduate from the Base Batches hackathon to the Incubase accelerator, where there's up to $1 million for grabs for those teams. And without further ado, I would like to hand over the mic to the amazing teams that will tell you all about what they're building on base.
Okay, thank you, Clement. Thank you for your presentation. And we saw what is a base, and from now on, as Clement said, we're gonna pass the mic to the project on base. Could you come, guys? Yeah, the next project is Alphix, and yeah, we're gonna have presentation soon. So yeah, you guys are first time to come to EthCC?
My first time, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's been here a lot of times.
Yeah, it's great to have this whole event in Cannes. It's so exciting. So at the moment we are going to prepare for your pitch. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah,
Perfect.
Please go ahead.
So hello guys, we're super excited to present Alphix to you. My name is Carl.
The green one?
The green one, I'm sorry. Yeah. My name is Carl. I've spent 7 years in crypto working across product, marketing, and research. So, for example, at Balancer, where I designed early marketing material, and at Starknet, where I worked as a commissioned researcher.
Bonjour tout le monde. I'm Yannis. I've studied cybersecurity at ETH Zurich, and for over 3 years, I've been the lead smart contract developer at Spectra. While I was there, I designed and built the first permissionless yield derivatives protocol. As you might know, automated market makers sit at the center of DeFi. There's more than $400 billion in monthly on-chain volume, and the DEX to SEX ratio just hit an all-time high. We believe this trend will accelerate in the coming years, thanks to an exciting innovation which was recently introduced by top DEXs. Hooks. But what are they? Hooks are modular plugins that allow builders to innovate on top of Uniswap v4, Balancer v3, and other DEXs. They enable arbitrary logic to be added before and after swaps, liquidity provision, etc. Some cool examples of what can be done include dynamic fees, rehypothecation, and liquidity rebalancing. But the possibilities are endless. Hooks have the power to revolutionize AMMs. Unfortunately, the reality does not live up to this expectation. There are over 1,500 deployed UniV4 hooks, holding only 97 million in TVL, which puts the global hook adoption just short of 2%. The issue, current hooks lack flexibility. And every cool new feature requires its own separate pool. This fragments liquidity, spreading users and volume across many small pools. And essentially, even if a hook is great, its impact gets diluted. This hook fragmentation prevents deeper adoption.
I'll fix it. Introducing unified pools, an infrastructure-agnostic layer supporting modular innovation on top of AMMs. Well, that was a bit fluffy, so let's talk specifics. Unified pools work with an upgradable hook contract, combining exciting features into a single pool. Not only will this allow us to have the most efficient pools, it also enables full customization, which we can leverage to offer tailored pools to partners. As you can see there, our go-to-market product is dynamic fees. This first product, on top of unified pools, will attract initial users through efficiency gains. Currently, if you're searching for an ETHUCC pool on Base, this is what you get. 20 pools across just 4 protocols. The reason? Static fee tiers. Let's take a closer look at 2 of those pools on Uniswap. As you can see, liquidity competes across fee tiers. This is due to market volatility and risk tolerance. Therefore, static fees are not just confusing for users, they fragment liquidity, which increases slippage and LP complexity. Dynamic fees are the solution. Instead of having multiple pools per token pair, you can dynamically adjust the fee. While this can be as simple as using a volatility oracle, we took a different approach, focused on competitiveness and decentralization. Put simply, high volume, fees go up, quiet markets, they go down. This decreases slippage by 23% and has shown an average increase in APR of 4.5%. Additionally, it lowers LP complexity, offers consistent volume exposure, and all this on-chain in a fully trustless manner. So that was it. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to your questions.
Thank you for your pitching. And from now on, we move to the Q&A session. Okay, like the time for the judge to ask something like for you out of their curiosity. So, hey, judges, you guys have any question? Maybe start from someone, maybe Jackie. Jackie didn't have a give feedback, you know?
So you mentioned that the data of the hook since the launch, it was not very high performance, right? So
we're not actually fully live yet. We have a private.
So your product is basing on the Uniswap U4.
Exactly, yeah.
So I think it's as you mentioned, much better flexibility basing on the hooks that they launched. So do you have any, deep collaboration with the Uniswap team?
We will be in the Uniswap incubator. I'm thinking mid-July. Mid-July it starts, yeah.
Okay, so are they going to adopt your projects integrated into the Uniswap V4, or they are going to improve the protocol somehow similarly?
Yes, and not only Uniswap. We are looking for other partners, and we've been discussing with KyberSwap and such teams, so aggregators as well. And just for a slight modification on one of your questions, we believe to be an improvement on hooks as being flexible hooks, upgradable hooks, so not just normal hooks.
Okay, so one question that, what if one day that people just find that the project or the tool are very, very good and very interesting, And one day that Uniswap Labs, they just do that similarly by themselves. And then what's going to be the challenge for you?
That is a very good question. So it requires a long answer, but essentially we're not public on mainnet yet. So as advised by our mentors at Incubase, we didn't publish everything to the public yet. So that's the first point. I think there's also, to do the same thing that we're doing, there's a technological barrier, I would say. We answered to many problems that were discussed in the Uniswap Discord dev channel. Yeah, can you think of? And once we go public, I mean, we have the first move advantage. We've never heard of flexible hooks, which we believe is the reason why they are limited as of now. I mean, they just started like 5 months ago, but still. And yeah, I hope I didn't go into too many details, but happy to discuss it more if you want to.
Okay, thank you.
So you guys are not fully live yet, so no TVL.
That is correct. So we just started working on the project like 2 or 3 months ago, and mostly as part of the Incubase. But we are already live on testnet. It's a closed private alpha, but we can definitely share the password to you guys. And we intend to go live on mainnet in a month or so. Yeah, we would like to get audited before, so we're currently discussing with audits at this event: Sherlock's, Cantina, Immunify, and others.
Do you have plan for bringing TVL and early users and any strategies like OP incentives?
Yes. So I would say the first thing I would mention for this is that our first product is dynamic fees, which is like being pushed to the front by many other big DEXs. And this by itself is already an increase in efficiency for markets, because static features just don't make sense and have several issues. So this is a straightforward way to get volume. If you're most efficient than current pools, volume will just get routed to you. For LPs, we also, as we've shown, we have like a 4.5% APR increase in our simulations, and we offer consistent volume exposure. It's like more fair for all parties of markets. I would say that's the first answer, and of course we have other user acquisition channels which are social. We'll have point systems. We want to, also target airdrop users. As big DeFi users, of course, we want to target them. And yeah, so we're taking inspiration with amazing products.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for your amazing pitch. Yeah, and give a round of applause to them.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Okay, next one is gonna be as well base the project. So the project on the base. So yeah, then the name is gonna be RogerAI. It's obviously related to AI. It's something exciting.
Oh, I can click this, right?
Right. Yeah. And then
Hello.
soon it's gonna
Hello.
calm down. Maybe you can.
While we wait for the slides, I would just ask you a couple of questions. So how many of you use X? Most of us, right? That's where the intelligence is exchanged on crypto. And how many of you are using AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini and Cloudways? Like most of us, right? So that's the next evolution of how we all are going to behave in this market or in this industry. Web3 needs a native bespoke AI. And whenever I talk to people, let's say investors, they have very simple questions like, which are the new projects in the market? Or what is happening with the communities where I am invested in? Or when I talk to VCs, they are interested in knowing like, okay, what are the other VCs doing? Or who could be the right projects in area you are interested in where we should invest? Or let's say if I talk to projects, they are always worried about GTM, distribution, how to make more money, how to bring new users. And all of this needs data. All of this can be made super fast and easy using AI. And that's where we present RogerAI. So what do we do? Right now, intelligence in this industry is siloed. It's fragmented. There is off-chain intelligence, where Kaito and cookies of the world are doing really great job. And then there's on-chain intelligence, where we have Nansen, Arkham, Dune, and many other companies doing it. RogerAI brings these two together. We marry information to give you very specific, niche, actionable insights. If you want to know who are my competitors, we have that answer. If you want to know who I should be partnering with, we have that answer. So how is it built? So our product is basically a data and AI layer which sits on top of your social and on-chain data, gives birth to our application layer, and this enables us to build B2C and B2B products. But the fun begins when we open this for everyone to build on top of us, because that's when everyone becomes limitless. Having said that, we have been building for the last 3 years. We have 40K users. We have a very beautiful B2C product called X Alpha, which marries on-chain and off-chain data. So now you can see at what point of price chart, who is tweeting, how much is the volume impact, who are the right KOLs who are actually making money, and is your content actually creating impact? Or we have like the new ChatGPT of Web3, where you could ask it, and it would backtest your strategies. It would tell you, if you ask a simple question, tell me what happened when in 2025 a token was listed in Binance. Did it go up in a time span of 1 day, 7 day, 30 day? So you can ask any question, literally any question, and all of that is possible because we have that data. We have been accumulating data for the last 4 years, and we have a lot of intelligence. Or let's say you're scrolling X. It's so tedious to know what is written in that tweet. So within just one click, we have an extension where you can get, okay, what is written in that tweet? Or you can use it on Telegram as Telegram bots. Having said that, we have generated 100K in revenue. We have 20K community members on X. We have 40K product users. We are offering our APIs to 10 clients already. We have empowered products like Kaito. Like Kaito charges 150K for one campaign, but the product powered by RogerAI charges a fractional cost to run those campaigns. We are a team member of, we have 5 partners. We have worked with, we are graduates from IIT Kanpur, San Diego, and TU Chemnitz, international team. Past experience from Vodafone, LinkedIn, and Audi. And that's it. Welcome to the future of Web3.
Thank you for all your pitching. And from now on, we're going to move forward to the question Q&A. Maybe Joy?
Yeah, thanks for that. I'm wondering, like, so Kaido, a couple of months before they started doing like the InfoFi thing, they kind of had a similar product where they were scraping like the Twitter APIs and they were doing like the 2B model. That had like pretty asymmetric scaling, just because the audience that you're serving is pretty like self-serving in this case, and when this data gets commoditized, it just becomes less and less useful, right? So like, how are you going to, I guess, like beat that problem?
That's why we need to marry on-chain and off-chain data. So most of the money right now in the market, let's say from apps, is coming from degenerate apps, like GMG and Photon, Axiom. These are basically bringing a lot of money or revenue for their products, or pump fund. So because now when you merge on-chain and off-chain, data together, you give birth to very interesting applications which are not there in the market. And yes, Kaito was doing this, but they have been purely on Twitter data. Our value prop is create an AI agent which could trade whenever you tweet, let's say, or that someone is having a good intelligence and they publish it on X, their win rate is good. You have an AI agent which would just copy trade it. So that's where the on-chain angle also pitches in. That's what we are doing with Base. We are building an interaction layer also to bring a very interesting application which is not just data heavy, but you can also make actions on top of it.
So this is like kind of niche, right? Like it's for these traders essentially, like where it's
one example. We have a BD terminal, VC terminal, which is called VC Hub. we can matchmake projects with every VC, all of you. You just, maybe after this meeting, we can also talk about it, and we would show you some demos. So we do matchmaking as well. This is like the Tinder of Web3, you know? You can matchmake people because of that data. So very interesting applications are possible now. Not just boring applications where you just consume information and you have to be very expert in this industry to actually understand that.
How does bringing on-chain data actually help you like match VCs with projects? And also, I feel like that's a pretty niche market as well, right?
Okay, so for VCs, it's mainly pre-TG. You guys are interested in mainly pre-TG projects, or if you also want to, let's say, invest in already launched projects, you need some specific kind of insights. Plus, now money is where community is. So that's why community insights also become very crucial for you. So you need to know, like, okay, where is the audience moving? What kind of narratives, what kind of interest they have? What kind of asset class, like small, big, young, established, different kind of angles are needed. And if you have a token, you can, it's good to have information on top of just having an off-chain data. So there are many possibilities, literally, and I can keep talking ideas, you know.
Yeah, maybe I'll answer a quick one, but like, see a CoinMarketCap or like CoinGecko having their AI bots, like why does token go up, why does token go down already? Like in order to add another data source is pretty straightforward, and they have way larger distribution. How do you protect that moat?
We become their partners. We work with them.
Okay.
I mean, simply put, we are basically a data company. We are an AI infra company. Anyone can build on top of us. We are offering APIs. We are talking to many of such companies to offer that data. And that's where we realized that the business model would make a lot of sense, and that's where money would come from. Businesses are very happy to give that, you know, cash for this data. And LLMs have made a lot of things possible now. And we are one of the enablers. Like, you don't want to run one more vertical, rather just, you know, hire one of the guys or the people who are doing it quite well and dedicated. So we win together. We don't compete.
Okay, guys, it's a time to
Thank
finish.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys for your attention.
Question and your pitch. All right, so we move to the next project on base. Yeah, this is gonna be last one. So you guys keep predicting who is gonna be winner. Please come. Yeah, next one is gonna be pool party. Yeah, soon is gonna have the next slide. But before going there, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Rafael from Pool Party. I'm co-founder. Since we're in Cannes and we're in the Charles Chaplin room, we thought about bringing something different, pitch video that I'm gonna play out, and then we can open for questions and talk a little bit more about Pool Party. Let's go.
There are 600 million crypto owners in the world, yet less than 3% of them use DeFi. Because for most people, DeFi is complexity, unpredictable gas fees, confusing bridges, and decision paralysis. As for those that do use it, they act alone. Take Mark, for example. Mark thinks he has good investment strategies. Mark is wrong.
And that's why we make DeFi social and simpler, radically simpler.
Our platform allows anyone with DeFi knowledge to create investment strategies and share them with their community, clients, or friends through a simple link. On the other side, anyone can invest in these strategies in just 2 clicks using dollars. So here's the playbook. The market is 2.5 trillion. Our target is the 80 billion DeFi space. But our first move, a $50 million core of creators and power users. Why? Because they're the ones everyone else follows. Capture the influencers, and you capture the market. And we capture this universe with a model built on perfectly aligned incentives. Pool managers invest their own capital and earn from follower profits, while we take a small transparent fee when users join. And that model is already validated by the best. We're incubated by Uniswap and Base, with over $1 million processed for 1,000 wallets in just weeks. And the right people are starting to notice. The most trusted voices in the space are turning up the volume, creating the spark for our growth engine. A flywheel built on deep integrations. Our Farcaster mini app drives discovery, and the Coinbase wallet turns discovery into adoption. It's a loop designed for explosive network effects. We've been building together since 2020 to capture this universe. We are DeFi natives, forged in the fires of game-changing projects like EigenLayer and viral communities like Floki. The plan for the next 90 days, onboard 50 elite managers, and welcome 10,000 members to the party. This is not a roadmap, it's a promise.
All right, that was it. Just a little bit of notice, like we're already live on Base. We already have users, and I'll open up for questions now. Thank you.
Okay, from now on, it was special that on the video to stream, and then from now on, that we move to the Q&A. Yeah, maybe Joey, you have question or?
Yeah, I have like a quick one. So essentially, you're basically sharing like DeFi strategies, wrapping them up like maybe like a structured product, and then allowing you to share it with your community. I guess like how's that different from specifically curated strategies? Or, you know, like either way, you know, you don't want to completely trust your friend with like tens of thousands of dollars. Like you're gonna want to at least look at the risk behind it. I feel like does that really bring down the overhead of like risk management and like complexity that much?
Yeah, that's a very nice question. Essentially, it's not only your friend that's doing it. Like if he's a DeFi head and he knows what he's doing, he can do it. But also this opens up for investment professionals, people who work like this professionally. The influencers that we talk to, they create the strategies in there instead of having people having to know how to do it and do all of this and learn for months before they can do it. If they can do it, they can invest directly in the strategies. And one important thing in what you mentioned is that you're not sending the money over. There are smart contracts that are orchestrating everything. So it's all self-custodial. So you can go in and out. We're building like a track record and also various amounts of data for people to see. Like if they don't know the person that's creating the strategy, they have some on-chain transparency to see what's the track record of the person, if they're doing well, if it's reliable. And because it's your self-custody, you can go in and out whenever you want. If you don't want that strategy because you're thinking it's getting too risky, you can swap to another, or even like go into a more safe one, complex strategy using like lending and borrowing and like staking overall. So we bring the infrastructure where you can create normal strategies in there. And it's not curated by a company, which brings a lot of diversity for that. Because when you have like something that's curated by that company, you only have so much.
Okay, I think that's all this time. So yeah, thank you for your amazing pitch, and please give a round of applause to
thank you.
Nice team. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, now we got all project to pitch. So, but before going to the judging, that from now on, the judging team is going to check who is the winner. Of course, you guys gonna check as well. But I want to introduce amazing project. It's called the South, and we had the showcase partner this time. And here, some of them you know the South or not, but he's going to explain what is the South. And Eric, please join us. Yep. And please give a round of applause. So yeah, maybe like you can introduce yourself first.
Yeah, hey everybody, my name is Eric Nakagawa, CEO and co-founder of Self. Thanks to the AKINDO team, and really good luck to all the people that have built projects. I got to watch a bunch of pitches. And actually that last one sounded like a great candidate to work with our project. So once my slides start, I can explain more about what Self is. So yes, Self is a ZK identity protocol that helps to prove people are real and help, we think, solve some of the biggest problems, one of the biggest problems in blockchain. Speaking of the biggest unsolved problems, some of them are things like having your information exposed. If you have any personal information, if people are using your products, your users don't want to do this. In fact, many of them are going to try to hide as much of their information as they can. If you're building or integrating with any sort of centralized system, having that information hacked is not fun, not good, and can be devastating to a lot of our users. Also, how do you tell? I heard Pool Party, how do you know that the the trader, how you get the trader to verify that they're a real person. I think it could add value potentially, knowing that people are real and not just an AI-powered LLM bot doing a bunch of trades and RNG type stuff. The hardest problem to figure out is if people are bad actors. Are you doing something? Is it going to be a rug pull at the end? Hopefully not. But this is a hard problem to solve for. And one that I think many of us want more users, but how do you know that the user is unique? How do you know if that person isn't controlling multiple wallets? That's a big problem. One of the ways that we've tried to solve for Sybil attacks is people will often use how much value is inside of a wallet to determine whether or not they're a real person. And that can't be the only way that we determine whether or not a wallet is attached to a real person. It doesn't even help you determine if two wallets belong to the same person. You can't tell. With Self, we have a solution for this. And so the way that we do this is we help to use one of the most important documents that you can have. This is your biometric passport. And using your biometric passport, everybody who has one, you very likely know where yours is. If you don't, I feel bad for you, but everybody very likely knows exactly where their passport is. You keep it safe. It cost quite a bit of money. You probably expedited it if it was, if you needed it for this trip. But for us, we think it's important to use a document like this because of its importance and because it has a couple key features that make it very useful for blockchain. In every biometric passport, there's an NFC chip, and in there, all the information on your passport is actually held in there. The interesting thing about biometric passports is the way that they're created is actually using, they're signed by, each country is able to sign the passports to ensure that they're valid. And if you're able to calculate those signatures all the way up, you can determine whether or not a passport is real. In a world where there's a lot of AI, how do you tell the difference between a real passport photo or a fake one? You use Self and you verify it. With Self, you're able to verify without a counterparty. There's no third-party service to interact with. We're able to actually calculate all the information within it, within a passport is valid. And if that information is valid, you can then disclose parts of that information without going to any other service or anything like that. Once it's verified, it's instantly true, and you are able to, as a developer, integrate this into your applications. Once you've been able to verify that, you can now disclose parts of the information within it. So you can disclose things like my age, if I'm over a particular age, very useful for things like if you're working in a space where you want to make sure the users are over 18, you can verify this. You can verify also the country they're a part of. You can verify that they're either not a part of a particular group of countries. So you can do things like sanction check, you can do things like OFAC check. And all this information is ultimately at the control of the user. The person who's controlling their passport can say yes or no. And I think that's very powerful. One thing that we're really excited about is not only can you use passports for folks here and anybody in the EU, you can now use EU IDs with Self to disclose this information in a privacy securing way. And not only is it EU IDs, but we also have support for Switzerland, Vietnam, and a bunch of other countries. And we're pretty certain we can support all biometric passports with all the work that we've put into this. And we're very excited about that. And we just announced it yesterday. So I'll give you a quick non-animated example of what it looks like. Here's a picture of a EU ID. What we do is we actually read some of the information on the EU ID, and we use that information to unlock the NFC chip within it. So first, we're not taking a picture, we're not sending this anywhere. We're reading the passport or ID card, and we're getting out the information that will help us unlock that information. So here at the bottom of the back part of the ID card has some data that we read. We then have a user tap their phone, which can read NFC, on the card, and then we're able to access that information. We then use that information, we calculate whether or not that information is true and accurate and comes from the country that created this. And then from there, we generate a proof. And once that's done, hopefully everything works out, but once that's done, you're now registered on the self protocol. And this is actually one part of a two-part process. We keep the registration separate from disclosures so that people can't guess who a person may or may not be based off of when they did a particular scanning. The registration registers the information. We add you to our Merkle tree, and once you do that, we know that you have a valid passport. The next step the next step actually is disclosures. So there's two ways to do these. You can use a wallet that's powered by Self, use either a QR code or a deep link with a mobile app that then sends you to a list of requests. So in this case, we have people, this application is asking for an age and making sure they're not on OFAC. One of the benefits is you can also add and connect a wallet. So you can have all this done all at once. Once the person approves it, or before they approve it, they get to review and make sure that they're not sharing too much information. So they're able to review. We'll flag it if someone's asking for way too much or information we think is a little bit too much. They're then able to move to the next step. And then we're able to do the disclosure. So now this information can either be used on-chain in your smart contracts to do some work, or it can be used off-chain. Projects that are distributing funds may want to do these off-chain, and we have this built in already. All this is live now. There's nothing coming soon. We're launched, and everything is active in production. And I'll skip over this piece and kind of talk on a more higher level. A lot of the work that we're doing here comes around the use of a mobile application. So using your mobile phone or using a mobile phone, people are able to scan their passports. We generate a secret for each user so that they have an extra level of security, not just their data and information from their passport. And because we're trying to solve for as many people as possible, we want to make sure that our technology can work from high-end devices to low-end devices. And so we actually employ TEEs to help us out with generating our proofs, verifying the passports are real. And our goal eventually is to bring this back and do everything on device. Projects that you may have heard of, this project actually launched the Merkle tree on Celo, but we work with all chains, EVM, non-EVM chains. And we also have just announced partnership with Velodrome, who's going to be using Self to boost rewards for real people. And Talent Protocol, if I'm guessing everybody here is a dev or has been working really hard on your projects, you may want to check your Talent Protocol score, attach yourself. You get an extra boost because you prove you're a real person. On Farcaster, there's an app you can test out called Goodies. It's a mini app that rewards you just for trying it out, and you can get, I think, 10 USDC. And then, maybe one of these projects that you folks are building could benefit from real people on your application. We have a full SDK. We actually have a bunch of our team here. We're going to be sponsoring also the hackathon. So I know you're already at one, but we're also here for ETH Global. And our big thing is the difference, I think, with AKINDO is you guys are trying to build over time, but there are still the projects that are, maybe you're working on a new idea. So if you want to find a way to connect real people to your application, come find us there. So that's it. Thank you very much. And thank you again to AKINDO team for having us.
Thank you, Eric. Such a great presentation. Okay, guys, now is going to move forward. And now, we have the bunch of Buildathon partner. As Eric said, we are focusing on the Buildathon, which is a long-term building process to encourage builders to maybe release their product in the future, or of course, getting raised from the VCs. So from now on, we're gonna have the full Buildathon partner, and we were going to play the video first from the 1inch, who is a Buildathon partner. But before going forward for the Buildathon partners presentation, just don't leave now, because we have the prize distribution later on, then who is winner or those stuff to check. So yeah, I think soon it's ready for the 1inch video, and before for that. Yeah, maybe you guys have the, you guys have the QR code around you, and that is the one for you to register and to judge, and just leave a comment on the AKINDO platform, and you guys saw the bunch of the project, right? And just comment who is gonna be the winner. And if you predict correctly, you're gonna have the 3,000 pool. Yeah, don't forget and try to predict who is the winner. I think it's a time for the 1-inch video.
GM,
Yeah.
everyone.
Okay, let's
Matt
go.
here from 1-inch. So you might already know us for having the best swap rates in DeFi, but we're also building some really serious infrastructure for intense cross-chain swaps and professional level on-chain trading. This summer, we're sponsoring not one, but 2 ETH Global Hackathons, including one right here in Cannes this weekend, and another starting at the end of July. We're offering some really large bounties for builders using our entire suite of 1-inch APIs, and this includes intense cross-chain to non-EVM swaps, limit orders, and a ton more. So come build with us and take your project to the next level.
Okay, the things, yeah. At the moment there isn't 1-inch here, but yeah, they are working with us together a long time. Yeah, they are like Buildathon partner, having the long term, the building, the endorsement. Yeah. So next one, we're going to the Nethermind. And Nethermind also like our Buildathon partner for a long time, and I'm going to explain what's a Nethermind. And I already have a comment from Nethermind. I'm just going to explain. And by the way, soon after this, we're gonna go into see who is a winner, right? Which is the most exciting. But let's go for. So Nethermind is a leading blockchain research and software engineering company, shaping the core infrastructure of the decentralized web and helping institutions adopt it securely. As primary teams behind one of the Ethereum execution client, Nethermind operates across the full stack, from core infrastructure and protocol security to application layer solutions and mission-critical tooling. Their work powers networks, zero-knowledge systems, and developer tools used globally and extends bespoke institutional deployments, including tokenization platforms, institutional DeFi, layer 2 scaling, smart contract audits, and blockchain integrations. With a strong focus on precision, performance, and compliance, Nethermind is a trusted partner for institutions and protocols building on public blockchains. Yeah, that is a comment from the Nethermind. Yeah, they are also our long-term partner for the Buildathon. Okay, so let's go for the next one. Next one we have from Abel. Yeah, Abel is also famous for data availability as a data layer, and I'm going to have the Abel's explain the Abel's comment. Okay, so the Axal stacks helps you build powerful apps faster, scale and connect apps between multiple networks effortlessly, share liquidity and consolidate token, spread across multiple networks into a single unified token balance. Lens, cell phone, space, and time, and many more are built with the Axal stack inside. Introducing Axal Nexus. Nexus is a core component of the Axal stack that connects different rollup, allowing you to build one scale everywhere. During this 8th Global Khan Hackathon, Axal is unveiling the version 0 release of Axal Nexus, which enables the following features that developer can leverage. 1. Cross-chain transaction. 2. Unified balances. 3. Seamless in-app experience. Just bridge and execute smart contract codes directly in your app. Okay, built with Aveo Nexus XDK during the East Global Conference, which actually happened after the ECC and hackathons. And by the way, East Global is also our long-term partner. So yeah, let's join if you got builders as well, and win up to $10,000 in prize for the Aveo. Yeah, and scan the QR code to learn more about bounties from the Aveo team. Yeah, that's from the Aveo team. Yeah, and we go for the next one. Next one is Niveo. By the way, like I just mentioned that about the East Global Canvas, that's gonna happen tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Yeah, since day after tomorrow, and tomorrow is gonna be Pragma. So if you haven't signed up, yeah, just go ahead. So anyway, like the soon next one is gonna be Niveo, therefore having comment, and after that, the time who is the winner. All right, so let's go the Niveo's comment. Niveo is a high-performance blockchain that integrates multiple virtual machines, multi-VM, into its architecture, achieving fast finality with a block time of less than 1.8 seconds and robust security. Niveo enables developers to build and deploy smart contracts across different virtual machines, such as the Ethereum Virtual Machine, EVM, and WebAssembly, WASM, without need for secondary chains or rollup. Yeah, that was the comment from Niveo. So yeah, these are all our Buildathon partner. By the way, like if you guys don't know about Buildathon or what is Buildathon, we have the dedicated website. It's called buildathon.io. So through this buildathon.io page, you guys can know what is Buildathon, and also you can leave the comment. And through this movement, we want to highlight for everyone and every project or every VC. So long-term building is most important for the Web3, not only Web3, maybe in the whole world, to go for having the long-term project and the industry to be sustainable. Yeah, and we all want to have this, and of course we have the website for that. And now, guys, you guys maybe like putting your comment on AKINDO platform that we are encouraging the Buildathon there. Okay, so here you saw the EthCC Builders Showcase team. You saw Zia, My Network, Larva, Gemplus, Tingz, one more Tingz. Okay, whatever. Maybe like they need to change, but Axal and RogerAI pool party. Yes, so we have 9 projects to be pitched this time. So if you already like signed up or like using QR code, yeah, just leave your comment. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry guys for our mistake. It was Alphix. Yeah. So this is our our side to like technical mistakes. So but one more project. This is not Tingz, the Alphix, the left one, like black circle one. So yeah. So just vote who is gonna be winner. Just predict who is gonna be winner. Okay. So I think soon already the time, and yeah, I'm going to double check if all project already like evaluated and we saw the pitch, we saw the winner or not. You guys have time a bit more. If you have any comment, who is the winner? So, by the way, like after I said finish, you guys not have a chance to predict who is the winner and all stuff, right? Yeah, and if you comment after that, it's too late. Yeah, so I think only 2 minutes more. Yeah, if you haven't comment who is the winner, just yeah, don't be too late. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think now is the time. So sorry, like I thought 2 minutes more, but it seems like yeah, this place is almost closing. So before going that, yeah, let's go to the next. Okay, so from now on, we're gonna have the who is the winner. So we have from 5th and 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Okay, let's go. Let's see who is 5th. So we're gonna go to check. Okay. All right. So I think we have the slide for the start from. It seems like 5th. Okay, just for the just check. Okay. I think yeah. If you guys can change the slide, who is the winner? I will go for it. Or should I tell already in my head? Okay, so seems like I know. All right, so I can tell who is the winner. You guys already here? Everyone? Who is pitching? Yeah, I hope you guys all here. Okay. 5th. Yeah. Okay, so actually like 5th is a 2 project, so which means gonna be 4th. All right. So 4th is gonna be Tingz. Please give applause, guys. Woo! Where's Tingz team? I'm not sure. You guys are here? All right, thanks. Actually, like we're gonna go to the later on there. Yeah. So, all right, please give applause for the Tingz. And one more team is gonna be RogerAI from base. All right, give the round of applause. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if it is there. Okay, let's go to the next one. So next one is gonna be 3rd. 3rd is gonna be Mind Network from 0G. Please give a round of applause. We are actually streaming at the moment. So this round of applause is gonna be go to the Mind Network. All right, let's go to the second one. The second one is gonna be I want to have this. Alphix from base. Woo! Okay, thank you. Congratulations, Alphix. And the last one, we go for the last one. Are you ready, guys? One more. Are you ready, guys? Yes, let's go. So the last one is gonna be Axal from IoTex. Woo! Axal. So is Axal here? If Axal is here, please raise your hand. Okay, so this time the Axal is not we were supposed to have a comment from Axal and second from the team Alphix. So yeah, this time I think that fortunately Alphix is here. So yeah, please come to the stage. Okay, yeah, thank you guys. All right, so I want to ask, what's your feel and how did you build your Axal and what do you feel for the now? Yeah, give you.
First of all, we're super excited to be the 2nd place. Unfortunately, we didn't make the 1st, but it's nice still. Yeah, we just recently started 3 months ago. Since then, our vision has changed a lot. But I think we have found something really cool here, and we will, we're looking forward to continuing to iterate on this and to build,
Yes, exactly. We're very grateful. Please, guys, follow us. Let's connect. If you have any feedback, we're still building. We'll keep building, and very excited to what's coming. And congrats to all the other teams. Especially big mention to the Incubase guys, so RogerAI and Pool Party, they're awesome as well. So but congrats to everyone, and we're very grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akindo.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
I think Clément is not here, but yeah.
Okay, so yeah, now that we are closing, okay, thank you so much. Okay, so you know these vibes, you know, like they won the prizes, and this actually helps their from base, and this actually helps the base chain as well, and the whole ecosystem. You know, this time some of them you didn't have the prizes, some of them you just watching, but some of them just having the dream to be someone in the Web3. This is a one that we want to see always, and you know that with AKINDO, you might have something in the future in the Web3. I really love to see this, you know, the spark with like judge and all the presentation. Thank you so much, guys, for coming today. And yeah, I think that almost we are closing, and I'm really glad to have all of you to be here. And actually, as I said, from now on, I'm going to ask who actually post your comment on the AKINDO platform, and if you did, who actually try to win the 3,000, come to this stage, and our team going to take your ID. So yeah, that's all. Please give a round of applause for the last moment. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here all the time. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, please come. Like the food, please did judge everyone, and we're gonna take a picture all together. Let's do that. Yeah. Please come to the stage, and of course the people who actually commented. Yeah, please come, everyone. Yeah, thank you. You too. You're from Jozo. Thank you. Please come. Thank you. You predict? Thank you. This is the one. Yeah, all them pitch the project that pitched in our stage as well. Everyone, please come. Please come. We also have the every ecosystem as well. And of course, thanks to the judge. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys help so much. Okay, now we're gonna collect the people who predict. Come to the front and stay in the stage. So our team gonna collect your ID. Yeah, please come to the here. Yeah, everyone, please come to the here. The food.